What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan.
I'm good.
And for the first time, welcome to the Lane 1 Show. How you been, man?
I'm pretty good, man. How's it going?
Been about a week. When we were playing disc golf last, right? Was that?
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people are hating on disc golf, but it's a good time.
It really
As
is.
a 2-game veteran, it's a good time. Every course is like this. It's like what? Every hole's a par 3.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is not fair. You can't. There's no way to get it in the thing from outside of putting range. And as someone who can't really get it in putting range in the first place, it becomes difficult.
Okay, well, in your second game, you just like slammed one out from like
Laser. Hey,
like
laser.
lasered it like 70 feet.
Only hole I got under par though. So
Oh yeah. Well.
could it be that we're just bad and that it actually is pretty easy to get it in from outside of putting range?
Oh no, it's not.
It's not. Well,
No. I have coworkers. No.
yeah.
Restaurant
So what
industry.
you say? Line cooks are pretty big disc golfers, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Hey, line cooks. They're wild, man.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
they're insane.
Chili's. Hey, if you're looking for a job, come to Chili's. It's a party. Also, don't, because I don't need my hours getting cut. Go over to Outback.
No, don't go to Outback. I'm a temp right now, so we have
Oh,
like
yeah.
5 employees.
Oh yeah, some dude got COVID, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chili's yesterday though. Our DoorDash went down
Oh no.
Well, I got there at 5:00, and I was already down, and it was down until 6:00. So we can, and that's the majority of our orders because we're all to go. They come in through DoorDash.
Yeah.
People can call in, but no one does that. So it's all through DoorDash. So for an hour, we were mopping. We had nothing to do. It was just, we were whooping it up. It was a party. And then 6:00 hits, and we just get assaulted. And we just get, boom, screen, boom. Like, it was rough, man.
Oh, you got lucky. They started ordering stuff that wasn't even on our menu. Like, we started getting orders that was
Wait,
like,
what?
yeah, we started getting random orders of like stuff that wasn't even on our menu, like citrus, like sauces.
What?
Like, I worked as a prep for over a year, and it's just
How does that
none of
happen?
this existed. So even like our 10-year veterans were like, "What's going on, guys?"
At that point, you just leave. Like,
Yeah.
You just retire. You're like, you know what? It's been a good run. We were at Applebee's up at college, and my one friend was just not paying attention. He never pays attention. Alonzo, he never paid attention. And the waitress is like, "What do you want?" And he looks up and he's like, Applebee's. And we're just, no. But last Saturday, did you hear about that guy on the roof at Chili's with the rifle?
Yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah.
Man, I wasn't there. I would have. No, I would have been running.
Just imagine.
That's why you'd be a runner, so you can escape.
Imagine being a line cook though, just coming back from outside, just like, "Hey guys, like on the roof right now. You're not gonna believe this."
Everyone's like, "You might have had a little too much in that smoke break."
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh man, there he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy hopped up there with a rifle and he fired an accidental round. But
That's
oh
crazy
god, but
stuff.
I heard the mall was like all locked down, Meridian Mall.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was supposed to go there that day too, and I was just like, "Oh well."
We were watching the Lions game, and my dad wakes up and he looks at his phone and he goes, "Oh, active shooter at Chili's." And I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Anyway, lots to get to today. We're excited for the show coming up. Hell of a cross-country season this past year.
Oh yeah.
Did you get to go to any meets? I wasn't around for a lot of it, but
I went to regionals. It was good
Okay.
to check out.
see the boys.
Yeah,
see
seen the boys, seen the local runners.
Yeah. What did you think about that not being at Uncle John's this year, though?
That I don't know. It's a little love-hate relationship with Uncle John's. It's not a bad course. Good course to PR on, but
Some, I don't know why it's a fast course, but it seems to be a pretty quick course.
it depends on the person
Yeah.
though.
I know some guys who don't do well there, but man, I always ran well at Uncle John's. And part of it was we knew that course so well because at Perry we ran there like 7 times a year.
Yeah, it's true.
So it was our home course basically, But yeah, I don't know. Something didn't feel right about regionals not being at Uncle John's this year. But yeah, man, that state meet. What could have been if they would have they wouldn't have split it up with the individual and team qualifiers.
Oh yeah, that would have
You
been.
got Hobbs and Riley going at it.
Oh yeah.
Woo! That would have been intense. But, because, you can run as hard as you want, but if you're all alone, it's just not the same as if someone's on your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
No. That's just not how it goes. That would have been intense.
Still both of them went under 15. Like that's insane.
Yeah. Imagine running sub 15.
Yeah, in high school. Yeah.
All we can do is imagine.
Oh, yeah.
And not as fast as some of y'all. Maybe one day. But yeah, in the GLEC, which is the conference I ran in, we had so last year I won the conference in 1655. This year the boys got it done. 1614 won it. Nathan Off from Lakewood had a hell of a race, hell of a season, and it came down to the wire. Noah Griffith was a 1615 right after it. Man, if I could have seen one race this year, it would have been that one. That would have been intense.
Yeah, he did really use it up all at that at the league championship though.
Yep.
Because he had a, maybe not the best, regional race, but hey, got it done, qualified for states,
Regionals last year, that guy went off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, his PR was like a 1640s or something.
Oh yeah.
Sound like an Uncle John's 1620 or something. Stud. But yeah, the GLEC is gonna be interesting this year. What I can't wait to see is what Dalton Sikowiak does from Stockbridge. He hasn't run track since he's a freshman because of the lost season. This past season, but he was running like 1040s or so when I raced against him 2 years ago, and then he dropped like a 1640 this year in cross. Which, what's that translate to? In a mile, 2 miles. He's going to be a contender. That conference is only getting better, and I can't wait to see what happens there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the Chili's hat.
Oh, no. But yeah, you can never underestimate Stockbridge, to be honest.
They're always going to be there.
They always will.
They're always going to be there. Man, D3, it's, we're not the fastest, but it gets tough.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cool thing about running is it's success is so relative that there's always going to be competition, whether you're running an 8-minute mile or a 4-minute mile. That's the cool thing about the sport.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people do it, It's just, like I said, it's relative. So, yeah.
Yeah, All about self-improvement on that
That's
one.
right. Self-improvement, that's the name of the game.
Most of it's racing against the clock unless you're, either qualifying for states or...
That's right. Yep.
But,
man, I was tough to see those girls. Did you hear about that? Like 4 of them just went down at the state meet.
No.
In D3, they all just started dropping at the end there, it was a little hotter.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hot. Yeah. Heart goes out to all of you who had to deal with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
So yeah, how about regionals being so hot this year?
What was up with that?
Because I've never raced in regionals above 40 degrees really.
That's fair.
It's usually right around 40, 45, but it feels like 30 because it's raining or snowing or something crazy.
Yeah, many years they've been snow on the ground.
Yeah.
For regionals. I don't know. Not sure I understand that.
It's crazy.
But it was, we still have snow on the ground right now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We'll see what happens. Maybe this track season will just be freezing.
Let's hope not.
Fingers crossed for outdoor though. Looks like indoor's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Which, man, indoor track, there's nothing more electric.
Oh, yeah.
What was your favorite indoor course or indoor facility to run at for mids?
Honestly, CMU had a great track. Usually wasn't too dry there because Saginaw Valley and, Grand Valley, nice tracks, but it's always super dry. You just feel like...
Yeah,
by the end of the
by
race,
the end there. You're burning up in there. I actually never went to CMU.
Really?
It was a lot of weekday nights. I went to Hillsdale's probably my favorite. You ever go there?
No,
that was sweet. Sweet campus. It cost you $1 million to go there, but sweet campus, and that facility is just wild. I get a new outdoor track facility too out by the cross country course, which
really,
it's already pretty damn nice the one they have, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. A lot of money down there. But yeah, indoor track, you just can't beat the atmosphere of just. It's just packed in there. 200 little track flying around and around. It's awesome. To me, what did you like better, cross country or track?
Honestly, racing wise, I love track. You could have a bad race at the start of the meet, make it back up later on in the meet.
Yeah, run 3 more races. No, to me, you can't be outdoor track.
No, but did love cross country. I love training for it. I didn't mind racing it. Loved the race, but
yeah, because we're
different.
A little more mid distance guys anyway.
Yeah,
probably plays into it. Cross country though, it's just a different animal in terms of just kind of the brotherhood. And it's more wild things happen, more adventure runs and stuff and finding stuff. Track is more just like, I don't know. I don't know. Cross country is just, like we said, more of a brotherhood.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. So what do you think about that half marathon record going down
Okay, that was
by 30 seconds or whatever? It was like,
insane.
I don't know, man.
His last 400 was like sub 60 or something around 60
Just
seconds
like-
at the end of a marathon or a half marathon.
I was built in a factory. I mean, that record was set last year.
Yeah,
That was 2019. And what, 4 people went under?
4 people went under 58.
No way, man.
It's insane.
57 30s. I mean, is that record going to be touched for... I mean, it probably is, because if 4 people... I mean, what have we been doing for the last 20 years if 4 people are breaking this record?
Oh, yeah.
What have our half marathoners been doing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. That's
what about,
insane.
you know,
Records are going down.
oh, yeah.
Going down!
Oh, yeah. Donovan Brazier this next year at the Olympics.
At 800,
Donovan Brazier versus Rudisha versus Amos.
does the 800 go down? Does the 800 go down? My goodness, wouldn't that be something? I don't think it goes down for a while. I really don't. But that 400,
Oh, yeah.
that 400 sure could go
Oh,
down.
that 400
That 400 is gone.
could go down any meet.
Goodbye, Wade. I mean, who's it going to be, though? Norman?
Yeah, unless Wade comes back, which you never know.
He's been hurt the last 4 years.
But you know, he kind of came out of nowhere during that last season when he said it. So,
Oh, like during Rio?
yeah.
Bro, I never heard of the guy.
Apparently, yeah, he started popping off that season.
I was like, who is this? He was in lane 8.
Yeah,
He was like, he got his grandma coaching him or something like that. They did that like special before they showed the race. That's crazy. But speaking of that stuff, like I just want to see that production crew when they do those like the IAAF meets with like they light up the track.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the entire lane they got their name. Like, bro, we did that in high school.
Oh yeah, national meets.
Let's go be
Yeah.
high school. No, like GLAC meets.
GLAC.
Let's go be whatever job that is. Work up a lighting system at Perry High School and Haslett High School.
Oh yeah, just hyping up high school.
Bro,
finals.
everyone would run track.
Oh, everybody.
People would come to track meets
Oh yeah,
and they wouldn't watch the races,
yeah.
but they watch the light up.
Oh yeah,
thing.
they see the lights. Yeah.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
That'd
Oh,
be
same.
sweet. I always thought it'd be cool if they like built the school around like the track and the football field,
Yeah.
and then they put the bleachers up on top of the school.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be
That'd be
electric.
really sick.
That'd be sweet. And you could like do box seats like as classrooms. Hey, something to think about.
Yeah.
If we ever decide to build a school,
You know, if ever
that'd be
if
intense.
somebody puts us in charge of that,
We'll
just
be
one
the
day.
only 2 teachers.
Oh, no.
We'll corrupt the youth.
Listen, I'm good at math, but
Alright, you take care of math. We'll teach them about life. We'll teach them what they need to know.
Just run fast.
Hey, that's all it takes.
Train hard.
You want to get through life.
Just train hard.
Don't learn science. Learn science. But run fast. If you can get out of a situation,
learn.
out of a situation.
So yeah, just learn subjects, but train hard.
That's right.
That's it.
No, that's the biggest load of crap when everyone was like, we're never going to use this. Which,
Oh, you know.
hey, an AP Kellick, that was this guy. I was the one raising my hand saying that in class. But it's not about the material. Like, obviously, like, as, you know, I'm going to law enforcement, I'm never going to use a
Yeah.
triple derivative. But it's the way it makes your mind think. Obviously, I don't remember any of that stuff now. That
Yeah.
was 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
But it helps, you know, logically, you know, think through things better.
It's about that process. Everything's just a simple process. Training, process. You know?
Oh, man, it's a lifestyle.
Well,
You don't realize it until, like, you know, because you kind of been running your whole life. Would that be accurate?
honestly, yeah, you know.
Kind of since the beginning. See, it was a hobby for me up until, like, my sophomore year.
Yeah.
So I kind of remember life without it and life with it, where it was just a hobby and then to becoming a lifestyle. And I mean, it becomes your whole life. I mean, it becomes an obsession, especially that first year when I was starting to get into it. My eyes were being opened to this new world that I didn't know existed.
Oh yeah.
I was like, whoa. And it was just, it consumed every part of my day. And then you kind of learn to balance it out. Like going to college is about balancing fun and then what you need to do, which, you know, athletics, academics. And it's important to have that balance, because if you have an imbalance of either one, if you're having too much fun, obviously you're gonna screw yourself and you're gonna be, working a mile selling ass the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But no, if you don't have enough of that fun, you're just gonna lose your mind and you're just gonna become rigid. No one's gonna want to hang out with you, and that's no fun. So anything in life, it's all about balance. I think that's the key right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, we opened it up on Instagram this week. I asked y'all to submit some questions for us, and we're gonna take a look at some of those right now. We had some. Y'all are weird, man.
Yeah,
say that right
some
now.
of those.
Are all runners just the same deep down? I mean, I always kind of wondered,
They,
in high school and stuff. But once I got to college, I was like, okay, these guys, like some of my teammates from like East Jordan, or this guy from Mississippi. It's like, are they gonna be like? No, all runners are weirdo, mutant masochists. Like, we're just...
on the surface, they might seem different, but, deep down...
We're all, we're kindred, we're very kindred spirits.
We really are.
I mean, you have to be a little, kind of a nut job.
Yeah, to go out and run like...
Hey, why don't you go run 14 miles?
Yeah, it's not bad, to be honest, but...
I mean, you gotta be able to find meaning in that, and I think only the weirdo mutants that we all are able to find enough meaning in that to make that a lifestyle.
Well, how many times you just said, oh, I only ran like 5 miles today, but people are like, you ran 5 miles? And you're like, yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's not...
Like, it's just a 5 mile run.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
I could drive my car farther than you could run. That was real funny the first 1,000 times I heard it. Thanks. So, yeah, we... Anyhow, we got some questions for you. The first one is, what were our PRs? 14:56. Nah.
No.
We weren't fast. We were pretty fast.
We're decent.
What was your best 5K? I don't even think I know your best 5K. You
It was 1650s.
Okay.
I had a few struggles my senior year, Had some struggle with the lungs, a few issues.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Had some bad health issues my senior year, It took till the end of the season to diagnose it.
What ended up being like exercise-induced asthma or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It was just...
But hey, what do? You power through.
You power through,
We're not condoning ignoring respiratory illnesses.
Oh, no,
like this and that. But,
it's
run through everything in life. Anything. I mean, it's a reprieve, I use running a lot of times as an escape from school. Like, wow, school
easy,
sucks.
I made that mistake first part of college. I wasn't running, Got back at it. Second semester, started running again, started working out.
Oh, even just from having been injured.
Oh, yeah.
A few times. I was hurt about a month or so ago for like a 4-week period, and you just forget about what kind of therapy that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simplified. I think it's such a primitive, relatively simple sport. I mean, people have been running to the mailbox or running to the tree and back, seeing who's the fastest since the caveman. So it's such a primitive, simple thing that I think it allows the people who partake in that to simplify their mind and kind of just put things in perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, if something's bothered me, it's never bothered me, at least to the extent that it was when I get back from a run.
That's
especially
true.
like a big old 12-miler or something.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Cruising, not hauling, just cruising. Dropping 640s or whatever. But this first question, your PRs, or actual PRs.
Yeah, actual PRs.
Yeah. I ran 16:38 at Brooklyn, which
nice.
I'm not sure why I PR'd at Brooklyn. Maybe I should have ran like that the rest of the year. So that probably could have been a little faster if it was a dry day. I think the mile was probably my best event. I ran 4:33 at indoor before my senior year. Nah, obviously, my senior year was class 2020. Rock on. We didn't get no spring sports. But your 400 is probably your...
Oh.
If I had to pick in track...
Oh, yeah, I could...
If I had to pick one...
it wasn't my best season in track. Again, injuries.
Yeah.
Senior year, just... wasn't really blessed with a healthy body, but fighting through it, coming out, running, high 51, just popping it out at the Greater Lansing meet.
Hey, high 51s will get it done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think D3 state meet, 50 flats won it before. There's been times where no one broke 50. Obviously, D2, I got the privilege to run in D3. And, which for me, it was perfect because mean, that's right where I was skill-wise, but I sure wasn't repping no 51. That was... My 800 was 203. But I only ran it twice.
Yeah, you know.
But I'm still not sure I could have run... Well, my senior year I probably got faster, but... Were you there for that 2 mile? No.
You're 2 mile by yourself?
Yeah, we were there for that.
I remember it, yeah. I don't know if I was exactly there.
Well, we were racing Olivet. It was when Isaac Waffle was still there. We gotta have him on the show at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Waffle? We hear you
We're
got a beard
you,
now.
man. We're watching
we
you.
hear you got a beard now, and I want to see this thing. I should grow a beard.
Yeah?
I don't know if I can grow a beard.
Yeah, you might.
Without it looking like a,
It's
scraggly thing. You should grow ZZ Top length over here.
I'm trying.
That'd be electric. No, that'd be wild. Wonder how long it's been since you shaved?
Trim
Like, how long do you think it would take to get, like, sternum?
Oh, forever.
That
might take the rest of my life to get that.
Yeah.
Trim like...
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a look.
Trim it like once every 2 weeks, so...
But yeah, I raced Waffle in the mile. This is my junior year at the meet, and then right before the 2 mile, which we were going to duke it out again on the 2 mile, which would have been awesome. That was going to be a heck of a meet. All of a sudden, rain delay. Called off. We go home. They come back 2 days later on Thursday, and there was like a band thing or something.
Yeah.
And like 2 guys from Olivet show up, and I'm like, oh boy, those are sprinters. So unless they're about to jump in this 3200, I'm gonna be with the ladies. And like I have a picture of me on the starting line, like on the pole position, and then just girls. So I participated in the women's race, like basically in effect, and I PR'd. And so I mean, it's a glorified time trial.
Yeah.
I mean, that was yeah. I don't know if any of those girls knew what was going on. They thought I was just some jack in the box crashing their party.
Yeah.
Who is this a-hole?
Yeah, for real.
I just took off. That was cool though. Carl was yelling at me like 68 seconds, break 10. Not sure how I couldn't break 68 for the last lap, but I didn't. I ran like 75. It was cool because you had all of like the people around like 68. But so yeah, those are kind of our PRs. My 400 PR though, on athletic.net, is a 77 from my 7th grade year because I never ran the Open 400 ever again. Yeah. That was when we were still in the same team in middle school.
Yeah.
That was the hoodie race.
Oh. Oh yeah, so this race, okay, this was at Olivet. My 8th grade year, his 7th grade year. It was raining, it was snowing, it was the first meet of the year.
I was going to be a tough guy though, so I showed up in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then, because that was my shtick, like, I can brave the cold. I show up in a t-shirt, and then I think, like, someone gave me their hoodie.
Oh, no, you raced your first race in your normal track uniform. Yep. And you're like, 400 time. Hoodie. I'm like, what?
Well, like, after, I got it so cold after the mile or whatever.
I didn't even know who you were. And I was like, what's this goofball doing
on
the track? Like, what is he doing out there? And
it was very unintentional. I think I went to my dad and got a hoodie or something because he was like, yeah, dummy, you should have. It was like 40 degrees outside, and I'm out here in my t-shirt and my scantily clad runner shorts. And I just forgot to take it off. So here's this guy running a 77-second 400 in a hoodie. And then I got done and proceeded to take the hoodie off.
Oh, man.
Hey, middle school was a fun time, man.
Oh, you know what's even better? I've never broken 12 in the 2 mile on the track.
Same type of deal, middle school.
Same type of deal, middle school, like
there you go.
Like 12 or 12-18 or something like that.
But hey, those 2 times for 7th grade, not bad.
Not terrible.
Hey,
but,
we were decent in middle school. We'd run like 1 mile for practice, call it a day. Probably putting in about 10 miles a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, we just show up on meet day and go. We just hammer. And then we'd go eat French fries later.
Yeah.
Which, runner diet. Slurpees and pizza, man.
Oh, the stiff Big Mac after every practice.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, this kid, religiously after every practice, we would go on our Slurpee runs.
Like Big Mac.
And he would be getting this Big Mac with his dad,
Hey, well, I mean, in Perry, you're going to pass, like, if you go out by, like, What do you call that loop where you go up Britain Road? It's like some like totem pole or something that you go by.
Oh, the totem pole.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Anyway, and you come back and you pass Hungry Howie's, China Garden, and Johnny B's wasn't there yet. You know, back then.
I think I ran that loop.
Just those smells. If you come back from like a 10-miler and you're just breathing in just fried, just grease, nitrates, just goodness. I could even pick back after practice.
Okay.
I don't blame Spiff.
I mean, there's two ways that goes. You're either super hungry or you're like, man, I'm gonna throw up because that smell is just rough.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You're either it depends how hard you push that run. You know, if you're going 6 flat, you're not.
And then you get it with a fries.
You're
like,
just gonna start.
That's when you just retire from running.
Oh yeah.
That's when you just throw up. Like that. Where is it? Fry mile. Speaking of throwing up, this guy threw up.
Okay, I didn't.
Little wussy.
Okay. Let's get this clear. So, the water we have, like that's not water. Okay, that's just straight iron. We were just drinking metal.
It was potentially fermented bobcat urine coming out of that spigot in the shed there.
None of it was clear. It was all yellow.
No, it definitely wasn't clear.
I mean, the winner had to drink the one that literally was just golden. It was.
Oh, Iceman?
Yeah, Iceman had to drink a golden drink easy one.
Yeah, it was like, here's your award.
But no.
Pee.
It was like It was like a 90-degree day.
It wasn't cold.
It was just.
It wasn't cold. Eating fries.
Salt and starch.
Yeah, because there's our receipt right there. There's our $87.39 that was spent at Mickey D's. Hey, they were not happy with us.
Listen, if you're ever gonna order,
not happy about making 36 medium fries just like that, because they were busy, and then these two mothers walk up there, 36 medium fries, please. And, one of the mothers happened to be me, of course, and they just look at me and they're like, "That's gonna take forever." And we're like, "Listen, we're willing to wait. It's not negotiable. This needs to be done. We'll pay extra for your extensive labor dumping the thing in the fryer if we have to." But yeah. About an hour later, we roll back to the school, and y'all are like, "What took you so long?" Hey, we walked out of that McDonald's with just a massive. They gave us a big old cardboard box to fill up because that was all. That was all we could do. There was 36 things of fries. Fry mile was a rough day. Rough day.
Yeah. You're well, you show up with like your hands split open.
That's right. So yeah, I was hammering on the drum set.
Yeah.
My hand was just destroyed, just mutilated, and so I had bloody fries on, which that tasted delicious. That was exquisite.
And after I coughed up a few of those dry fries, I was like, "Oh man, I gotta do a race today." So I'm like, "I'm gonna PR on the 400 day."
Oh, that's barefoot. Right. Yeah. Why didn't you have shoes on? That's the question.
Nobody stopped me. Nobody even knew I didn't have shoes on.
We were in no state of mind for either of those things. All I could think about was nothing. I couldn't think about anything.
I went through the first 200 pretty quick.
24?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then
I look up and you're dead.
I get
to the ground and you're crawling, and I was like, no, that's not good.
Yeah, I get to like 210.
I thought you tore an Achilles or something.
Oh, my feet were like frying. And I'm like, man, my feet just feel really hot. I look down, I'm just like, it's just gushing blood. I'm like,
there's just no skin.
No skin.
It's just the top of your foot has skin. The bottom of your foot is just a muscle. Just your tendon is just touching the track.
Oh,
that's tough.
Yeah, I ended up going to a friend's house and we started pouring like hydrogen peroxide and rubbing alcohol on my foot.
Oh no!
Yeah, I squeezed somebody's hand so hard. I almost made somebody pass out from squeezing their hand too hard. That was
because you didn't go to the doctor, if I remember. Like you were like, no.
Oh no,
we're not going to the doctor.
I got it wrapped. I had to go to 2 open houses that night.
Yeah, it was open.
And one of them was with my dad, and I didn't want to tell my dad because. You don't want to get called out.
You don't want to approach your dad about tearing your foot open, running a barefoot 490-degree track.
Oh, and he still doesn't know. None of my family knows.
Did you tell him about the fry mile, or does Ned know about that?
Nobody knows about that. Listen.
See, if I would have won the fry mile and not gotten third,
I
would tell everyone.
Oh, I would have posted about it everywhere.
My family. Everyone would know that I was the champion. If you're a champion, it doesn't matter what you're at, as long as I'm the champion of killing people or something.
Oh, that's pretty.
If you can be a champion of something, you flaunt that, man. You get that out there.
Well, you know,
Which, you know what I was a champion of?
what?
The Donut Mile the next year, which you couldn't be a part of. We
Yeah.
got Devin Gibbs and Gavin Weber up for that from Leslie.
Yeah,
Did Gate come out for that too? I don't remember. Anyway, Devin was out there for about an hour and a half, just to not finish. He had, like, so 4 long johns, which I'm not sure about that idea. But he had about that much of his last long john left, and he's like, "Nope, can't do it." And we're like, "Devin," he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna throw up."
Well,
He's a state champion, so he didn't probably have as much ride on the line.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
true.
we were all like, we could potentially be champions here of this thing. He's
Oh, but
like,
he's
guess
already-
what? I'm an actual champion.
He already did
Y'all
it. So,
suck.
like,
Man, that was the best kick I've ever seen. I was at that meet when he won that 800 state title in 2018. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's in 7th with like 600 to go. And he's behind, I forget who was in first place, but man, I feel bad for that dude because he just tied up like cement. I mean, he took it out hard. Which,
I mean, that was
Gibbs was behind by like 30 meters with like 100 to go. I'm not even exaggerating. With 100 to go, 30 meters. Easy.
well. He had a big PR that day too.
155.
Huh.
That's motoring. That is humping right along. But yeah, Donut Mile I was the champion of, I will say. Though that was much less of a production than the Fry Mile.
That's fair. I mean,
Fry Mile, we had flyers.
that's true.
We charged them $10 for that? Man, we are devious.
Wait, I have a question. Did anybody actually pay us back?
Oh yeah, I got money from everybody.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
some of them was like 2 years later, but
Oh, no.
you know,
that's
I
fair.
don't charge interest.
That's
I'm not a loan shark.
that's valid.
Oh, we actually put one solo cup of water filled 60%.
I don't remember.
Man, this was exact,
I
bro.
don't think we actually filled that 60%. I honestly have no help.
Hey, good times, man. Good times.
Yeah, filling up those cups was
We put those
Experience.
flyers everywhere. We got to go to Carl's supermarket to see if that thing is still there because
oh yeah.
it could be.
But we still have to rerun the pizza mile.
Pizza Mile, that's where
You
it all
weren't-
started.
You weren't there for that,
You
but
lost your tooth on that, didn't you?
yeah, third slice of pizza. I was like, man, there's something hard rattling around in my mouth. And listen, I lost all my teeth like
Not-
at least a year before this.
Yeah, so not a baby tooth.
This was not
You're
a
a
baby
full high schooler.
tooth. So this was like an adult tooth. I was just chewing on a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute, is this
felt
one gone?
something- No, it's there. It grew back. So a tooth.
That's not
disappeared.
supposed to happen, dog.
So I'm telling you, there's
yeah.
everybody has 3 sets of
Freaking
teeth.
meat.
This isn't science, but there's definitely 3
Hey.
sets of teeth in your mouth.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but no, third lap, third slice of pizza, I was just feeling around in my mouth, and I just pulled out a tooth, and I was just like, hey guys, I have a tooth. Everybody's just freaking out, just like, keep eating your slice of pizza. I was just like, my tooth's gone though. I was trying to hand it to
It's
people.
not so loud, like, yeah.
Well, like, I'm trying to hand it off to people because I'm like, I don't want to
You
run the
giving,
tooth.
who'd you give your tooth to?
No, I didn't. I put it in my back pocket. Someone just running in short shorts with that in my back pocket, and
Wow.
that was a wild night.
Was Carl there for that?
Yeah, he was timing it.
What was his reaction when you just pull out a tooth?
Oh, he lost it. He was just like,
See, with Coach, it would either be he'd just look at you and be very disappointed, or he'd think it was funny.
he was just like,
Or both.
how do you comprehend that? Like a high schooler just pulls out like a tooth?
You don't comprehend it. You just see it. You just acknowledge it. I mean, what? you
I don't even remember the tooth being gone for that long.
you don't have a reaction ready to go for that because that just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
So how long did you have a hole in your mouth for?
That's a good question because I don't remember there being a hole in my mouth for more than a week. So-
Your mouth just spit out an extra tooth.
So science isn't real.
No, that's why we said don't learn science.
But do learn science. Learn the right science.
Don't, because it's not real. But definitely do because.
Learn the right science, not the wrong science.
Well, how do we differentiate here? 'Cause
Oh, we don't.
Viewers need to know.
Well, we're runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know that much.
Hey, it all makes sense when you stop asking yourself why. That's how we justify our lives. That's how you justify running. Why don't go out and run, 10 miles every day? We'll just don't ask why, and it all makes
No,
sense.
you just-
I don't ask myself why.
Why do I need to run today? I don't know. I
I
just
mean,
need
if
to run.
you're trying to find rational reasons for this, you're gonna not be a runner anymore. I can tell you that. So, hey, we've only made it through one question. so
Wow.
far. Let's do this shit
All
back.
right.
Yeah. 5K or question mark? Yeah, I'm not really sure what that means. Is that talking 5K or like track? Like, what do we like better? Because we kind of talked about that. We kind of like track.
I think we went through that, you know.
Which again, cross country. I'm having trouble describing it, but it's the brotherhood, and then track is just the atmosphere with the sprinters and going to watch pole vault.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be running a 2 mile and being like, oh, there's pole vault, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, checking it out. It's a good time. Plus, just the spring. You know, school's about to end. It's just electric, just an electric feeling.
Oh yeah.
And you cannot beat the 4x4.
No, if you run that anchor leg of the 4x4,
And
that
the
was
4x, you can't beat it.
That was my
screaming, yelling.
That was my favorite job.
Even just to watch.
Oh, it's
Even like working in middle school meet, watching the middle school 4x4, which our middle schoolers, my junior year, like Reese, Nathaniel, I think Keith might have been on there.
oh yeah.
Those boys could move.
Oh yeah.
They could go, and it was just the best.
Yeah.
Best race there is. So yeah, we definitely say track. If that's where you're going with that question, which you might have been talking about something totally different. You put 2 words there and a punctuation, so I mean, you got
they could be talking about road races for all we know, which, you know, I might be making that transition at some point. I've been thinking about it.
There's something to be said about road races.
I've been thinking about, you know, moving up in distance, but
Make some money on that.
Well, probably won't be that good, but you know.
Hey, you just gotta go ham.
Just gotta make it that far.
No, you just gotta go ham. That's all you gotta do.
You just gotta run and not stop.
You just gotta see what you want. See it? There it is over there, right there.
Like 100 miles away.
Go get it.
Like 100 miles away.
Just go.
The overpass, you know, you gotta find the overpass.
Okay,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
So what made you want to run at the next level is the next question. So that's for me. Really, I mean, a lot of people ask if it was because of senior season getting canceled, and it really had nothing to do with that because I already committed before that. That definitely fueled the fire, where then I showed up at Lake State, and now I was like, let's go. I mean, I still haven't competed since I ran that mile back in January at Hillsdale last indoor season. Which hopefully indoor still happens for college, because hockey's happening. Well, what's the difference?
Well, I mean, wrestling's happening for high school, so like, it's basically the same.
If college hockey's happening, college indoor is happening. I mean, I just don't see a difference. I mean, if there's no fans there, I mean, granted, you do have, you know, a bunch of different teams, 2 teams, and they're all, but it's no contact.
Yeah.
I mean, other than an elbow once in a while.
But I mean, if wrestling happens, I can't track.
Were you ever a big elbower during races?
No.
Physical guy? I wasn't either. I got shoved one time at a race in Mason, 2 mile. I think it was my sophomore year, my junior year, one of the two. But it propelled me. Like, I was running, I kind of like, I didn't cut him off, but I mean, it was a pack of like 16 people, so I moved out into lane 2, and some dude, I guess, took it out, was cutting him off. He shoved me in the back. Boom, then I go shooting up to the front pack, and I'm like, hey, thanks for the boost, dog. Like, I'll take it. Anyway, so yeah, what made me want to run at the next level was really just I wasn't done. And I don't know, I enjoyed the lifestyle too much. And that's not to say that the lifestyle, I mean, you're still a runner. Like, I mean, we can have the lifestyle and not be actively participating. Like, I'm not an engineer, so I actually have time. And I know engineers who are runners, and that's possible because they're mutants. And, but yeah. It's, I don't know. I thought I had a lot left in the tank. So thoughts on the SMAC conference possibly having 3 sub-420 milers. That's massive.
That's pretty big.
Bunch of D1 schools, but I don't care. 3 sub-420.
Yeah.
Fraza for sure is one of those. He ran 426 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Was the last track season. I guess I don't know who the other 2 would be, but if you're thinking that potentially is going to happen, I mean that could be 1, 2, 3 at the state meet.
I mean, yeah, but imagine what's going to happen in the league
depending
championship.
Depending on how much. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be them, and then like a 10 set. I mean, it's a bunch of people, so it might not be that much of a gap. But
it's going to be a race to watch right there. It's going to be the state meet.
Hey, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
Oh, yeah, I'll show up for it.
If you're saying there's going to be 3 sub-420 milers.
Woo!
Hey, man. 420 is no joke.
No.
Ben.
Nope, Ben, sorry. Nope. Hingle, nope, sorry.
We will literally get arrested.
We can't. We cannot answer this online.
Taken away in handcuffs. Put in a CIA black site potentially. If we read what's on that screen right now.
Okay, so
No.
No,
Are you
not
about to go?
well, like, okay, I'm saying there's certain locations.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it.
No, I'm not gonna say this. Why would I want? No, no. Come on, that's not right.
Nope. Ben, you're a weird dude.
You know what, Ben? If you decide to go on like a 17-miler with us, we might discuss this.
Hey,
but,
yeah, yep. that's
Outside of
right.
that, no.
Yep.
Nope.
What's said on runs
Stays on runs.
stays on runs. That's a very important stipulation. So this next one, who are you going to collaborate with? Well, with guest appearances, hopefully we'll have one next week.
Can always hope.
I know we didn't have one in our first episode, but we'll have to figure out the technology on that. I'm not really sure how we're going to be able to.
We'll probably have to do like a Zoom call, you know?
Yeah, we'll have to like do some kind of screen recording or something. We'll figure it out. We got to wait.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Or 2 weeks if we wait. I'll be in Arizona, not all this next week, but next week. We're going to go there for spring break, and then that never happens. So we'll be there. But we'll still get our filming in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get a guest on next week. Just in terms of guests, we want to have a lot of people in the running community. And even just other people that we know that we think would be cool to have on.
Yeah.
Runners have friends that aren't just runners.
That's true,
That's something that some people think it's just like a cult. It's like, nah, man, we'll hang with anybody. We're just going to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Like line cooks. No one has a better time at any given moment than line cooks. I tell you that right now.
Oh, they're definitely not there at their job, though.
I'll tell you.
They're physically there. They're not mentally there.
I'll tell you what, man.
I can tell you that.
Hey, we're a different breed. Man, what if we both ended up at the same place, cooking up food?
That'd be insane.
That'd be electric.
That would be...
Nothing would get done.
No. What does anything actually get done anyways?
Either that or we both be trying to like be the better employee. Or we just not do anything.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, in terms of, I assume that's what you meant by who you're going to collaborate with. We look to have a guest appearance on about every week, for a half hour to 45 minutes, just to chat and interview some people and talk to some people that, number one, we don't often get to talk to and not be in the meets anymore.
Yeah.
And maybe just to get some people some recognition in this area, in Michigan high school running. And then this next question is just a doozy.
It's a bombshell, basically.
It's I don't remember who asked that, but
it's like Pandora's box.
You don't know what you did. That's all I'll tell you. Strangest thing you guys have found while running.
So are we gonna?
Where do you start?
Are we gonna count things that we've seen or things that we taken back?
If we've saying just like occurrences that we've seen, you got the Deer Skull Loop. That
Deer Skull Loop is just. That was just a strange day. I don't even know if it happened. I mean, we have
certain events you look back on and you're like, was that or was that not a real thing?
Well, we have multiple eyewitnesses, and we still have some of the stuff that was taken from that loop.
So you're on the Deer Skull Loop, and you went through a cornfield or something, right?
Okay, no, that was it.
That was
like the day before, the day after we did that.
I won't say his name, but the dude in the field with the wand.
Oh, that wasn't on the field. That was on a dirt road.
Oh, he was on the road.
He was just in the middle of the road.
So that's even freakier.
Yeah,
so you're just running, you just see this guy.
You see a guy
with a stick.
With a stick swinging around in the middle of the road.
Not something you expect to see.
No.
Ever.
No, especially from a distance. And then,
but kudos to you guys for just kept on cooking.
Whoa! Oh no, we booked it past that road because we passed the road.
Oh, so you didn't actually run past him.
Oh no, we did. We had to loop back around and past him.
Okay. So you came from behind?
Okay. So how do I describe this?
Yeah.
So let's say this is the road, right?
Yep.
So we're heading up my arm. So like right about here, there's a road. We see him like halfway down the road. So it's like probably half a mile out. Just see this random person just in the middle of the road, just like running around, swinging stuff, and we're terrified. This guy.
And at this point, it's just like a black silhouette.
It's just a black silhouette in the distance.
Creepy.
And we booked it past it, ran past him, like had to loop back around, up and around, past him. We're like, oh man, we know him. We're just like, hey, how's it going, man? How's it going?
Man, we were on a run one time, my freshman year, I think. We were going through Perry, and this random dude, he was like putting gas in his car.
Yeah.
And he sees us and he yells, "I don't know, but I've been told." And we're like, "Huh?" And we chanted back to him, and he goes, "Perry High School effing blows."
Oh my god!
He yells at it. We're like, "What?"
He's trying to start
this
a
guy?
war.
He is trying to start a war. Which, hey, bunch of angry runners
Yeah, you never know. Never know what's gonna happen.
going nuts on you. But in terms of strangest things that we found, well, it has that you had your tire stack.
Oh, we had it. Okay. So, oh man, we'll definitely have to get the video out, link it down in the description for this
I'll
one.
throw it up there.
Oh yeah, the multiple videos have like at least 3 or 4. But yeah, no, this was like a massive truck tire. So I'm like 5'9", 5'10", and this thing was over half my height, and we dragged it out of like a ditch that had to be at least 70-degree angle.
So you're just out on the road and you're like, "Huh, tire."
Oh, we were planning this for like weeks. Like we saw it 1 week.
Oh.
And
See,
it was-
that's what we're talking about with you see what you want to get over there 100 miles away. That's the tire.
Oh,
and
and-
so you plan. This
Yeah.
tire is really a metaphor for life.
I mean, yeah, but
Let's
it was
go.
like
In a
deep
way.
it was deep in the river, and so one day
Come
my
on, Case.
friend goes out to get lunch because he left campus, snuck out, got lunch. You know, high schoolers do that. You know, you're a senior, you're gonna mess around.
It is the way.
He locked himself out of his car,
Genius.
and he was like,
Genius.
he was over a mile away from the school. Locked himself out of his car. For some reason, he bought rope
That was
to get
his
into his car.
weapon of choice for getting this tire out of the river.
No, not even getting out of the river. To get into his car.
Oh, that was to get in the car.
to get in the car. He bought
What
rope.
is rope gonna do?
So I end up with the rope. Like he walks
One
back.
thing leads to
He
another.
walks back to the school and just like, yeah, guys, my car is like, it's out by the Meridian Mall. I can't do anything about this. And we're not even disappointed at him at this point. We're
I mean,
just
at
like,
that point, you're just like, wow,
wow, you really
you
really
screwed
did
Pooch
that.
on that one right there.
And I was like, hey, can I? And then I thought about that tire, got that rope, and listen,
Opportunity.
this
Destroy.
rope, this rope actually didn't pull the tire. The rope snapped a few times.
So just that twisted steel pulled the.
Oh well, it took like our team to get it up,
Okay.
but a lot of it was pushing from the bottom. So you know,
Oh, so y'all got wet.
well, mostly I did. I was
Oh,
the
yeah,
one,
nice and
I was the
moist.
one down
Oh,
low.
you took one for the team.
I was the one down low, getting it all muddy for the team.
You always got to be that guy. Just be the guy willing to take one for the team.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a simp. But when the time comes and the stakes are high and the tire needs to be pulled out of the water,
Oh
you
yeah.
sacrifice your body. You get down in that water and you push
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then
for the boys.
then we rolled it back, or mostly I rolled it back. Yeah, we rolled the tire down.
I had rolled tire down a dirt road.
Oh yeah.
One tire, two tire, three
And I
tire.
have not ever done it in
I
town.
missed that tire.
See, I think driving through Hazlitt, seeing a shirtless dude with short shorts, with the slit up the side, I assume,
Oh, these, yeah, you know, they're the Nike short.
rolling a tire across the sidewalk.
Yeah, bright orange.
What do you
short
think
shorts.
at that point when you're just driving and you aren't aware of this thing that is the running lifestyle,
I don't know.
where we find things and we roll them back to school?
The best part was I had to roll it through a neighborhood first. So there was just cars driving past us while we were leaving this
Oh
neighborhood.
man, if there was like a little kid though, you're probably his hero. Like
Oh.
those kids are gonna be pulling tires out of rivers
Easily.
for the rest of their lives now. Like that's the icon now.
Oh yeah.
No, we should make a cartoon about you and market it to little kids and air it on like Disney XD,
No.
like Cartoon Network.
So
We could be like the next later
that
time.
that might teach kids some bad lessons.
Yeah.
Hey kids,
Carefully
go,
scripted.
hey kids, go grab a deer skull from a ditch. Hey kids, grab truck tires from ditches.
There was a toilet seat that was almost taken, but was not taken for fear of tetanus.
That's
We had
fucking
this
choice.
freshman who was like, he saw this toilet seat, and we had seen it for years, and we're like, no, we're not going to stoop to that level.
Yeah.
And he was like, guys. And we're like, no. And he's like, guys, I'm going to take it. And we're like, no, you're going to die. And he didn't end up taking it. I think he tried to, but someone had moved it by that point.
That's-
Which means someone did take it.
So somebody
Wait a minute, who took
probably
that toilet seat?
garbage people took it or something.
He was there for like 5 years.
Well, they probably finally took it.
It was like the adopt the road people or like the adopt the highway where they got like the bags on the side of the road.
Yeah, they're finally like,
and they put the toilet seat in the back. We get some unique litter around Perry. It ain't just beer cans.
Oh.
I found a sign in the yard that said "It's a boy" and it was like the shape of a stroller and it was blue, like for like a baby, like a gender reveal party.
Yeah.
And so I took it, and I brought it back to school, and everyone was like, "Yeah," And we were going to meet an Olivet.
Yeah.
In subsequent weeks, and the bus was late, and then the bus comes around the corner, and I thought it was gonna be our bus, so we all got hyped up. Turns out it's not our bus, and it drives away, and I'm like, no! And I took the "It's a boy" sign and I whipped it at the wall, and it exploded, and then everyone's like freaking out because this is our beloved artifact. And so I run into the trainer's office, and this is when we still had Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, and so I made a noise to distract her, and I took the athletic tape, and I ran, and I spent the entire bus ride there taping up the "It's a boy" sign. It's in a million pieces. I taped it all back together, and at the end I was like, yeah, and I triumphantly held it up, but I held it up, and it was like out the window a little bit, and it just blows, shatters into a million pieces, and goes in a ditch. All of our artifacts disappeared.
All right, so
we don't have any of them anymore. All the things we found, they just go away.
Well, that's true. Well,
Tyler's mom threw away our trident that we found.
Oh, that's rough.
I don't blame her.
Oh man, I never told you about this artifact. I don't think I have, at least.
Uh-oh.
So it was up in a tree. So
This should be good.
Like the urban pathway in Hazlitt, right next to the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
So up in this tree is a handicap sign. We saw it at like the beginning of the season.
Like for a parking lot?
Yeah.
Like an actual
Like
metal
it was
sign.
like twisted
In a
pole
tree.
and stuff. Yeah, like way up in a tree.
How's that happen?
It was like spray painted and stuff. And
Probably some runners from like 20 years ago.
yeah, probably. I mean, we saw this at like the beginning of the season.
It's the Holy Grail. You're receiving it now. Receiving the gift from the ancient ones.
Yeah, so what was it? It was our easy run before the league meet because, you're trying to save it till like the end of the season because that's like a big artifact, right? And
yep.
I think he was a freshman at the time, but shout out to Chris Clover for pulling through on this because we sent him up there.
Yeah, Chris! Hey, the boy, Chris, let's go!
Freshman power. Freshman power on that one.
Chris!
More like we made him go up in the tree, but but man, yeah. So we sent him up. So it was on like a hillside. So this was like a heavily wooded hillside, like prickers and stuff like that. And so he had to shake it out. We take it back to the track, and instantly our track coach picks it up, puts it in his car, and leaves. Like we worked so hard for this. So, like we spent at least 20 minutes.
Doesn't even like say anything. Just takes it, goes.
Yeah, no words.
Just like nope.
Just walks over, takes it, throws it in the back of his truck, and just drives off. And we're just
boo. That's not good.
Well, he definitely still has it in his house, so he has an epic sign. So
our coach always
Shout
said,
out.
because we bring back these weird things, and he says, "Hey guys, if you ever find a table saw, I could use a new table saw." And it turns out we found a table saw. Now, granted, it was a children's table saw.
Yeah.
That one of the girls on our team actually asked, "Oh, was that a real table saw?" We're like holding a leaf up to it, and I can't even cut the leaf. Same girl that Carl convinced that he was like 70 years old.
It happens.
Anyhow.
Well, all right. Well, I think
Anyhow, so we did have a table saw for a while.
that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
The boys brought back a bowling ball that they carried / kicked back and forth like a soccer ball 3 miles
Oh my
to
gosh.
school. I wasn't a part of that. I can't take credit for that one.
That's
Brought back a bowling ball.
that's intense.
It is intense. I mean, anything from that to we found like a VHS of It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
Just shown in the field.
Huh.
Just like home movies do, you know?
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Man, there's been some. Oh man, there's been a lot. We brought back an entire furniture set one time. We had to work out at Jubilee Park, and we were coming back, and
Jeez.
and it said free, and the lady was out on her porch, and we're like, "Hey, is it alright if we take this?" And she was like, "Oh yes, please." And she was like trying to like market them to us, like, "Oh, this brand new upholstery," and we're like, "Listen, we don't care. We just want them for reasons that you'll not understand." And we hauled them back from out of school, and send a picture to coach, and
Jeez.
furniture set, all gone.
Oh, it's not
Just
happening.
magically. Don't know. The boy, I was at the honor roll meet.
Mm-hmm.
With me and you were there, my junior year, and my coach comes up. He was at practice, and then he left practice to come to the honor roll meet, and he goes, "So Ryan, you're not going to believe what the boys brought back from the run today." And I was like, "I bet you I will, because the week before we brought back 2 doors." And he goes, "They brought back a vacuum." And I was like, "Wow, you're right. I was not expecting a vacuum."
Oh, that's right. You told me about that meet.
I did have a vacuum.
That's insane.
Gone.
Well,
Those 2 doors gone. What happens to them?
that's fair. I
I
only
don't know.
I only
Put them
have.
in a locked shed.
That's true. I only have one artifact that we ever brought back because
Which is that?
I found a shovel by a tree. And I was just like, oh, shovel. I just picked it up. Which, it was a really nice shovel. I still have it,
Oh, well.
I mean, I had all the boys
I mean,
sign.
at that point, it's just, the boys signed it.
Oh, yeah, I had all the boys sign it
Nice.
my senior year at
Nice.
the, last day of senior year. And it's
Nice.
pretty nice. My dad uses it for whatever reason. I'm like, come on, man, that's my shovel. But
He doesn't understand the power he's wielding.
oh, in that
When
shovel.
he penetrates the earth with that shovel.
Oh, it's a nice shovel. It's like a super nice shovel.
Just discard
Oh,
it.
somebody was definitely using it.
Oh, no!
Well, like, he was just outside the
I'm not
park.
supposed to say that.
Okay, I'm not saying somebody was.
No, someone's actively using it. You're like, hey!
Well,
Boom!
well, not like that, but somebody probably forgot it outside for a while. Because it did have wear on it. It was just,
I found an American flag
Oh,
that was laying in the ditch. Which, whoever put that there, you can kiss my butt, because
You don't leave that in
you don't
ditches,
put American flags in ditches. So I took it out and I ran back to school with it.
Yeah.
Number 1, because I didn't want to let this flag be in the ditch. Number 2, it's an artifact.
It's an
It's an
artifact.
object.
It's an artifact.
And so I was carrying it back, and everyone driving by on Lansing Road thought that I was like doing like the run where you hold a flag. Like,
Yeah.
no, I was just running back to school with a So they were honking at me like, yeah, and I was like, well, oh yeah, I got it. So that was cool. Yeah.
But yeah, some good things were found,
Oh man, there's so
Memories.
many. I don't even remember them all. Who started? I think. I don't know.
It's
I couldn't tell you when that started
I
or why
don't-
that started, but
it just kept going.
I've heard other runners say the same thing.
It's
That just happens.
well, you see some weird things out in the middle of country roads, so
Yeah, you sure do. Anyhow, this next question, we didn't even push the surface of that one, but I think we kind of got the point across.
yeah, I think we
Awesome.
definitely got there. Yeah.
This next one says, I work from 8 to 5. How do I train myself to wake up early before work to run?
All right, so I can hit on this. So I kind of had to do something like this my senior year. So one of my worst injuries, terrible IT band issues.
Oh.
Like I had to stretch 3 times a day just to run. So I'd wake
3
up,
times a day.
had to wake up before school to stretch, and then. So honestly, it's all mental game. You just get out to do it. I mean, it's not a lot of advice on it, but you start setting your alarm for that time. You work on it little by little to get up.
I think repetition is key,
It really is. If you
as
can,
with anything.
I mean, if you can do it for 2 weeks straight, you're golden. So
Or even, I mean, if you gotta wake up at 5:30 a.m., do it every day. Go for a run.
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'd get my sleep when I could, but I mean, that's what it takes. The biggest thing I could say about waking up early is sleep through your alarm one time and be late for something important, and then never sleep again.
yeah. I don't suggest that.
Remember that one time we were gonna do a run of like the Break It Down run on the Owasso River Trail,
Yeah.
and I just don't show up. Set my alarm.
So that-
didn't
that's
hear it. Hey, guess who's never slept past their alarm again? This guy.
Or you just set like 5 alarms. Like I do.
That's actually what I do.
That's what I do every time. I have to set 5 But yeah, it's
No, don't set 5 and then hit snooze in the first 4. Set 1 and then set 4 backups.
yeah.
Like, we're not saying set 5 and then... No, once you start hitting the snooze button, it's over.
Oh, if you
It's
hit
over.
it twice in a row, you're done.
You're done. And you're cooked. You're toast. Dead in the water.
Oh, but
Well, go to bed earlier. I mean, you can wake up at 6 o'clock a.m. and be refreshed. I mean, it's possible.
I mean-
it just takes a lot of discipline.
I mean that's true. You don't even have to go to bed earlier. Technically, you just have to. It's a lot of discipline. Yeah.
Taking that. I mean, you're a runner. You're obviously already disciplined. I mean, you know, and honestly, it sometimes it helps to just view yourself not as a person, but as a machine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna turn myself on at 6 a.m. today. I'm gonna go put the work in. Yeah.
I mean,
it's all mindset.
that's
You
true.
you just gotta start to enjoy enjoy the state of not being comfortable.
That's true, and it also depends how long of runs you're going on. Like, are you going on like a 10-mile run? Are you going on, a hard 3-mile run every morning? That all depends on what time you're waking up. So,
yep, there's an opportunity to get better.
Discipline.
Discipline's the name of the game. Anyhow, I mean, you just gotta. I mean, once you stop seeking pleasure all the time, I mean, that's when you start to figure it out. You just gotta relish in the fact that you're not feeling good, but that pain is improving you. And once you start being able to get over the discomfort and enjoy the fact that you're improving yourself, it makes it easier.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Next one says the longest we've ever run. Ball run?
Ball run.
It wasn't for me because we had to meet the next day of my year.
Oh, mine was freshman year ball run. I think like 17.1 miles, something around there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where the overpass came in, because running from Stockbridge, that's
it's a haul.
it was
26 miles.
It was an interesting run, to say the least. But yeah, the overpass at Weberville, trying to find that as
Well, like that was your checkpoint, and you just never got there.
Well, no, we got there. We just had to get past it. You know what I mean? It's just
okay.
Because once you make it to Weberville,
Every school should do ball run. Lobby for y'all schools to do ball run.
For real.
Well, whoever your football team's playing on homecoming, we'll go to that school. Like, for example, if we're playing Stockbridge, we'll go to Stockbridge, receive the ball, like the game ball for the game from their football captains, and run it back to Perry.
Yep.
Present it to our football captains at the assembly. Electric.
Oh, yeah.
Just the whole day. Pancake breakfast. We ate a bunch of pancakes, then go run 17 miles. Always a winning combination.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Need nutrients.
And then showing up to band at the end of the day.
It's
times.
14 for me, but that wasn't a ball run. That was just distance run.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm trying to expand on that soon.
Expand on that 17.
Yeah.
Woo!
Need to.
That starts to get
It
starts to get long.
It does, but it's all about mental.
Yeah.
Seeing what you find out about yourself on those long runs. That's all they're about.
It's very introspective.
It really is.
You start to. It's just good therapy.
It is.
William. Nope.
Come on, man. What were you thinking?
What are you doing, dog?
But
you can't say that.
But
hey, and hit us up privately though.
Yeah, if you hit us up privately, we can.
You could have some opinions on that.
We could talk to you about that one.
Next one talks about two of my college teammates. Wondering who has a fatter rear end, Ethan or Aaron. And boys, I gotta say, you're both runners. And that's kind of all I gotta say right there.
Yeah, I don't
tell you
know
what,
them,
they're
but,
pure distance guys. They're like true 10K guys, so
so
there's not a lot of inefficient extra lumpage going on back there. That being said, I gotta go Ethan.
All right.
Gotta do it. If you sat on a voodoo doll of yourself, could you stand back up?
Probably not.
My first inclination would be no. But then again, what if you just take the voodoo doll? Like, do you have to be? Well, could you take the voodoo doll out from under yourself, or then would you go flying across the room?
Well, here's the other issue is you can't move your arm because the voodoo doll's arms are pinned down.
Oh, his arms are pinned down. What if? So it'd be like you'd be sitting there and you just feel this immense weight on you.
So yeah, you literally
because how many times more massive are you in terms of weight than the voodoo doll? I mean, what's the voodoo doll weigh? Like 2 pounds?
I guess so. So would it?
So if you're like
would it be like trying to lift yourself plus 2 pounds? So if you could lift yourself, would that potentially work?
I feel like it'd be proportional, where it would be if you're 70, 80 times bigger than the voodoo doll,
Yeah.
would it be like having 70, 80 times your own personal weight on top of you?
Oh shoot.
And then could you try to stand up?
Yeah, that might.
Well, you couldn't if that much weight's on you.
I mean, even adding into that question, could somebody else move you? Or
Because of the weight on top of you.
yeah, or would it take like 20 people just to get you off the voodoo doll?
That makes you think.
That is a deep question. That I'm gonna
But
go
if
with
someone else takes the voodoo doll out from underneath you,
yes.
do you also move and go flying? Because once the voodoo doll connection has been established with yourself, if the voodoo doll's under me and someone throws the voodoo doll over there, am I still gonna be attached and go over there also because the voodoo doll did?
Or does it only feel physical things that you do?
That you do to it.
Yeah, that
So it
happens to
So it's
it.
only feeling. So you'd feel the pain from the voodoo doll getting thrown across the room, but you'd still be in a chair.
Yeah.
But at that point,
But the question is,
you could stand back up. If we're talking because you'd feel the pain of having that much weight on your legs,
yeah,
you can still stand back up if there's no barrier.
that's true. But the question is,
So I guess how does that work then? Wait,
Well-
that's two different scenarios there.
I'm gonna say you cannot do it by yourself, but maybe with help you could do it. But potentially, if it's like proportional, it might just kill you.
Yeah, you die in that.
You might
instance.
just die instantly. So if you sit on a voodoo doll of yourself, you'll die.
Don't make voodoo dolls of yourself. If you see one, destroy it. Actually, don't, because then you destroy yourself and you die.
Ah, yeah, I don't.
If you see one, just
Lock it in a box,
yeah,
maybe
lock it in a box.
with like air holes. I think. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Does that affect it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how this works.
We gotta figure this out.
If you understand voodoo,
Hit us up. We'll have you
Yeah,
on as a guest
well-
appearance. We'll have an hour-long conversation about voodoo dolls.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anyhow, it makes you think. Make voodoo dolls of other people, not yourself. Take them to track meets. Oh,
Don't-
here they come!
Oh, no.
Riley and Hobbs at the state meet. Oh, their legs are gone. Here comes third place. State championship.
Actually, maybe don't do that. That ruins some really good races.
Reattach their legs afterwards. That'd be a whole scandal. The voodoo doll scandal of 2021. We show up at track meets and just start breaking people.
But if you remove their legs, do they bleed or are they just gone?
No, they're just gone.
So there's like
Because the voodoo doll
so
doesn't
the-
bleed.
so they'll randomly just like detach. So their legs will just stop, but the form will just flop forward.
But again, if it's only pain, if it's not actually physical things happening to you, would you just feel like your legs were cut off, but your legs are actually there? So you're just being in an incredible amount of pain for the rest of the race?
Okay, again, if somebody knows how voodoo works,
Yeah, hit us
Hit us
up
up.
because we got some ideas.
again,
here.
voodoo may not be our beliefs, but if you
But it
you-
is out there.
if you understand how this works, yes, please.
We
please
would
let
love.
us
We would
know.
really love to know.
We will do a random voodoo special if
Ooh,
if
voodoo
that
special.
if that interests you guys. Let us know, cause
Voodoo special. We'll make like voodoo dolls with all our followers. Send
no,
them
it's
out
more
there.
like we'll have like a game show or something. We'll have a voodoo doll of each other, and
We'll just destroy each
the
other.
loser gets like punched or something.
just boom.
Just beat
He
the
has
crap
to
out-
sit on his voodoo doll and see what happens.
Oh no! All right, I guess that'll be.
Don't lose. This is why we talked about just be a champion at something.
Just don't lose.
Just don't lose. It's like we were talking about playing disc golf last week when we had to climb the rope in gym class.
Yeah, just
We
don't.
were like 7 years old, going up to ring the bell. Hey, you know why no
Oh.
one fell down and died? Because you just didn't lose.
Oh yeah, actually, I have a question for you guys. Did you guys ever have like ropes and pegboards at your elementary school?
Yeah,
Like I'm talking like
pegboards.
20-foot ropes that go up to your ceiling, like and they're like 15-foot high pegboards or something like that.
Hey, our rope was a lot more than 20 feet. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, that gym
it's
was
at
all the
least
way
20
to the,
foot.
yeah, 20. I guess it's 2 stories. It could have been 20 feet.
It's probably like 25, 26, at least.
Mad about that thick on the ground.
If you
About zero give to it. Basically, a cement pad.
But
But
yeah.
hey,
Let us
no one
know.
ever died because we didn't suck.
But again, I want to know how many other schools had this because it makes me curious.
Doesn't make you curious. I have heard people talk about the rope in gym class, but I wonder if it was a rope all the way up to the ceiling
Or if it was like,
ringing the bell, which was awesome, by the way. That was like the most triumphant moment of my elementary school career.
oh yeah.
Was ringing that bell.
Oh, I never got to ring it. I got
Hey!
close.
Boom! Yeah, well,
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
good times.
I was weak.
But you know what? He didn't fall and die, so.
Yeah, but I also would swing at people, so I don't know what was.
You on the rope swinging? What the hell?
Again, I don't know what was more unsafe, climbing all the way up or just swinging around on a rope towards people. But we didn't die, so either.
Yeah.
For all I know, I didn't get a concussion, or at least I don't remember it.
From the rope?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you would remember it.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, either way.
I
Either
mean,
way. You know.
ah. All right.
And this next one says, how do you like your sandwich?
What sandwich? Because there's home. Are we talking like Subway sandwiches? Are we talking like Philly steak sandwiches? Are we?
Favorite sandwich? If I just had to create a sandwich, well, we got to define what is a sandwich here.
Start saying hot dogs or sandwiches.
Hot dogs and tacos. I mean, I think hot dogs and tacos are kind of the same family.
They're the same family, but
And
they're
then
not.
sandwiches are different, separate entities from
Yeah, they're
separate classification.
It's different types of bread.
Yep. And the hot dog taco comparison for me comes in where it's like a half, like it's like a 3-sided thing. And there's an opening.
but that's the same
instead
with
of 2
sub-
pieces of bread.
That's the same thing with sub sandwiches.
That is true. I didn't think about that.
I think it's just how the meat works in it. You know.
But some sandwiches, it's basically 2 pieces of bread that are just connected. You can eat a sub sandwich without having the 2 pieces of bread. You can eat a sub sandwich with, two
Well, yeah,
separate pieces of bread.
Very
You
easily.
can't eat a hot dog if they're separate. I mean, you can pinch together.
Oh, you.
But a taco, you're done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Game over. Lights out.
Terrible.
I don't know. But if we're just talking traditional sandwich, I mean, there's the classic cheesesteak's pretty hard to beat,
Oh yeah.
I would say. Oh man, Chili's makes the California Club. It's got some avocado on there. It's just cold cuts and I forget what all we put on it, but simple. I mean, any meat, cheese, and I mean the bread makes the sandwich really.
Oh, it really does.
Oftentimes, and you get a good cut of bread, then you're good to go. Off and
for
running,
sure.
destined for greatness.
Oh man, I remember when Outback before the second shutdown, they had these prime rib sandwiches, grilled prime rib with cheese on top.
That don't sound too bad.
Oh, it was the best. But if we're talking Subway sandwiches, Italian BMT. Or whatever that is. Is it BMT or something like that?
That's hard to beat. That's
I think
definitely
it's
hard to
BMT.
beat.
I can't remember.
I think so.
It's something like that. But
Does
Honey
Subway still have that pizza thing, the flatbread?
I can't remember.
They making it into a pizza. That was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good. Tell you what though, actually the best sandwich, if we're counting the Mancino's grinders,
Yeah.
unbeatable.
Yep.
Unbeatable.
Oh yeah. Hands down.
I would count that as a sandwich. I mean, it is a sandwich. It's what
It
is.
technically
It's
is,
a
yeah.
pizza sandwich. Bang combo.
But yeah, patty melts are up there pretty high too.
Yes.
Oh, they're
absolutely.
so good.
I had one of those at Hot Cat, which I think they closed down downtown Lansing or downtown East Lansing.
They might be, they might not be. They're a bar.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss.
I was wondering because of COVID.
But
Yeah,
they stayed open during the first lockdown, so.
I was thinking they were closed for good though
Oh, for real?
afterwards. So I hope not.
I don't think they
The
are.
place was
I
popping.
mean, Harper's is still open, I think. Or still alive.
We got to get to Pinball Peach one of these days.
Pinball Beach, yep.
It's got to
For
happen.
sure.
It's got to happen.
I still have over 200 tickets at my house. I never turned them in. I just had pockets full of tickets I just took home.
A lot of inflatable fish coming out of there
Oh, I still have a lot of bats.
for sure. Ooh yeah.
I have a lot of inflatable bats still.
Which we were talking about doing that Ninja Warrior
Oh yeah.
bit
So
where we just hit people with inflatable bats.
well, that's not all of it, but that's it's
Set up an obstacle course at the high school.
or a playground. Any random
A
playground.
playground would probably be the way to go.
Any random playground around
And just
Shiawassee.
bats. Boom.
Listen, if you know any good playgrounds in the Shiawassee or Lansing area, let us know, because we need a good area for an obstacle course.
You know what else we got to do is just put on one of these food miles and invite like everybody. Like not just like the 10 people in the Friday Mile, just invite everybody.
Oh, for sure.
Making like 100 people.
I mean, we already have flyers for a burger mile.
Yeah.
I mean, we made those well.
If we
like
do
a year
one this
ago.
summer, that gives us a lot of time to kind of gear up for it.
Oh yeah.
What's our food choice? Because burgers are potential
They're always
option,
potential.
but
I
know,
mean-
if we gotta talk about the cherry pie mile.
That's.
Cherry pie mile. Everyone gets one of these, and we just blast cherry pie and Las Burgers the whole time. And you get one full cherry. No, not one full cherry.
Oh no.
You get one
Wait, didn't we
one
find-
full cherry pie total.
No, we found like mini cherry pies. Remember?
That's right.
Really
yeah.
cheap ones. I don't remember where they're. I think it was like Walmart or something.
See, cheap is definitely key.
But we're just gonna have to order a crap ton
On
of
a
them.
lot of pies.
A lot of pies, depending on how many people show up.
Yeah.
But I would have to say another good one is Taco Mile. You know, get like the soft
Soft
tacos.
Taco Mile, yeah.
Yeah, from Taco Bell. That'd be pretty easy to put down. It'd be competitive.
So if we did the Burger Mile, were we talking Big Macs or were we talking like?
Oh, we
I
have
think we're talking like basic
we have to
hamburgers
do- We have to do like one patties. There's no more.
with the 50 cents from McDonald's,
Yeah.
and just 2 pieces of bread and some meat, like an eighth of a.
Or we can get White
Yeah.
Castle sliders. I mean, White Castle is a way out. You know, it's the closest one I know is down in Howell, but
Worth the trip.
it's worth the trip
Do it on a Howell's track without telling Howell,
because it's super cheap. Those sliders are like 50 cents.
hey, $2 a person. They're
That
might
might,
got something there, sir.
it's gonna be rough after that.
Steak Mile, too expensive.
Oh, that's
Cake Mile,
full sheet cake.
full.
Full sheet cake per person.
That could be. See, here's the thing: we want to make it intense in terms of how much food you gotta eat, but not so intense that it's not down to a kick at the
Well,
end.
again,
If Friday Mile was too intense, there wasn't a kick. But if we got 100 people there,
yeah.
there's gonna be a kick. Because
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
the stipulation is that if you puke, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
It's how I've always done our food miles. So then the strategy comes into play: do I kick hard or just throw it up, or do I just try to hold it in and hope he throws up and try to just mosey on past him?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it's a lot of mind games going on with
But,
with these miles that we do.
but you know, if you have any good mile ideas, any good foods,
Let
you know,
us know. We hear all
please,
ears.
please.
Most outrageous thing you can think of, because we just might pick it.
Oh yeah.
We should do like whoever picks the best idea. Like, what do they get? Something.
Oh, we'll create something
Something.
like an exclusive like T-shirt or something. You know.
Yeah. That's an idea.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I mean, we have pretty good design between the two of us, so
We could put money on the line too. Everyone throws $10 in the pot. Winner gets $1,000.
okay, that's a little.
That people would be
Maybe-
just going hard. People would kill themselves over that.
If we did that for the mile, yeah, that'd be intense.
But we'd also have to break it down like 500,
But then,
like 200.
but that also ruins eligibilities too, cause money. The money laws, remember?
Yeah, but if we're just wagering ourselves on each other,
I mean, that's true. We'll figure it out.
and it's not a sanctioned event.
That's also true. Oh,
Well, if you know rules on that, let us know.
yeah, please let us know.
Because we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to get you in trouble.
Again, we asked for a lot of things in the comments so far, but we're curious. We like to know.
Yeah.
We like some feedback here.
We want to know about voodoo. We want to know about your ideas. You know.
Voodoo and ideas.
And the last question is, are you guys running in college? I am. You're still running.
I
Road
No.
races.
on and off with the
Are-
running club. You know.
Oh, I forgot you're doing some workouts with them.
Yeah, it's it's
Which,
I
that's
don't-
Michigan State Running Club is legit.
not bad.
They're
Not bad.
legit. Anyway, the next thing we have here is we also asked you guys to comment your favorite and least favorite things about running. And we got some good responses here, especially that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So first one says the least favorite is the injuries, which
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause all-
nothing worse than being on the sideline. Yeah, when you're running, you take it for granted. You're always like, oh, this sucks. Then you get injured and like, man, I wish I could experience that suck again, because it sucks a lot less
yeah.
than not, you know.
It's
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, anyone who's been through any serious injury, I mean, they can affect your whole career if you get a bad enough one. And then this same person their favorite is the team. Which, yeah, you can't beat any cross-country or track team.
Oh, you know?
Just, you can't beat it. I mean, again,
Oh,
everyone's a
of
nut
course.
job because you have to be.
Oh.
I mean, even track. You gotta be nuts to be a pole vaulter. Are you kidding me? Flying upside down.
For
Ever
real.
since I saw Jeff Van Velzer fall on his back on a wooden pallet that we, for some reason, had sticking out below the mat. Big old black and blue bruise all down his back. I was like, yep, never doing that. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, a team you just, like we talked about, pulling tires out of rivers. We always would go get team rocks from every meet that we went to.
Oh, I
Take a rock back and we right like the meat on it.
Oh, I remember that.
Find the biggest rock. That's one time at Frankenmuth, we were walking around trying to find a rock, and it was a downpour. And Tyler Coke, and he's like, hey, there's one in the river. And we're like, oh, you know, too bad it's not on land. Too bad. And we look back, and he's in the river.
Oh,
Swimming.
It's gonna be
He dives right in,
yeah, I kind of remember when that started.
gets the
freshman
rock
year,
out.
But
Yeah. There was one time we were at Mason, and Gerard and Ben went and looked for one. And they went like 3 miles, and they're coming back with this rock. And everyone kind of gathered around the woods, ready to go to the buses, leaving the meet. And everyone starts seeing a flashlight coming out of the distance. They're like, oh no, there's a guy in the woods, he's gonna come kill us or something. And then they're like, everyone's waiting there for like 20 minutes because they were so far away. And they get out, and it's like the big climax moment, like, who is this freak?
yeah.
And it's Gerard and Ben giggling, carrying a rock. And they're just like, what? But that's what I'm saying. I mean, the team is,
It can make
it's
or
the
break.
same everywhere you go.
I mean, it can make or break your season.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not building each other up, if
100%. I mean, that's half of it right there.
it's not a
is-
positive team, it's gonna suck.
This guy's favorite is the pre-run slash pre-race poop.
Is that favorite or at least favorite?
It was favorite.
That was a favorite.
Yeah, these are all favorites.
All right.
Now here's the thing: pre-run and pre-race bathroom trips, very different.
Oh, completely.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Pre-run is glorious.
Depends.
I mean, if you get it down right, if you get your schedule,
Oh, yeah. If you're, yeah.
it's pretty good. Pre-race though,
That can.
you're nervous.
I've
So
had-
it's not like, I don't want to say this without being too gross, but like it's
I mean,
it's not a good time.
no, because I've had times where I would, you know, you get to the meet, go to the bathroom.
Hey, 5 minutes later, you're right back there.
You run a lap, start getting warmed up because you're running the 4x8. You go to the bathroom. You run your 4x8 warm up. You go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's quite the.
It's. I mean, it all depends on your nerves, I guess, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. They can be pretty good, pretty solid, sometimes.
Anyway,
Whoops.
this one says waking up early after a long night of homework, which yeah, I mean running is such a reprieve from.
Yeah.
I'd rather go for a hard long run any day than do a bunch of AP calc. You know,
No,
I mean, it's
fair.
mindless. You're just out there hammering. It's very simple. Whoever gets around and start line the fastest wins the race, and that's all there is to it.
Wait, is that least?
No, that's these are all favorite.
Are you sure? Because that one says least favorite.
Well, that one is least favorite.
Oh, okay.
But the ones that don't say that are favorite.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I got confused. I'm just. This it happens. It's been a long week. Just finished finals.
That's what education right there.
MSU education right now.
Yeah. How did the hot finals go for you?
Oh, they went.
They did well.
I
Hey,
thi-
as
I
long
think-
as they went.
I finished them.
Hey, let's go. Give them a hand, everybody. Let's go.
If you're
Got her done.
if you're in your junior year of engineering, you understand. You just get them done. If you get them done, you're pretty happy.
You just do it.
Because I haven't slept in a while. I have a few bags in my eyes.
Anyway.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I had the online finals this year. Because at Lake State, we were face-to-face until the last 2 weeks. There's something to be said about waking up and taking an exam in your drawers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's
Yeah.
something to be said about that, I gotta say.
I didn't get to do that. We had to have our cameras on.
And not from the waist down, though.
I mean, yeah, but
Unless
I
the
started
professor's like, all right, everyone stand up halfway through.
Well, you
Make
have
sure
to-
you ain't cheating.
you have to rotate.
Oh, I don't have pants on. That's
You have to
fine.
rotate the camera from the environment, so you would
Oh.
show. Yeah.
Show your
Yeah,
thighs,
You're not wearing.
gorgeous thighs.
Yeah.
Not good. This next one, they said the least favorite is the cramps. Favorite is feeling better about myself. Which cramps, I assume that means like side stitches.
Yeah,
Because like actual cramps,
those are.
you wake up in the middle of the night and get like a calf cramp or a hammy cramp. You're like, oh, this is how it ends.
Or you're just sitting on the couch and just after a hard workout and you're just.
It just happened, yeah.
You're just spazzing off the couch.
Like, what, you having a seizure over there? Or have a connection fit.
But
But in terms of like side stitches,
yeah, it's.
there's a lot of different ideologies about what you eat and what you drink or how much before a run. I like to put at least a 2-hour buffer. And I don't know a guy who likes like a 5-hour buffer, which to me is a little extreme. But I mean,
Yeah.
everyone knows their own body. There's no right way to do it. And in terms of nutrition, I mean, I don't think either of us have ever been like health freaks. Like we said, the runner's diet is pizza and Slurpees. Like, and we, that's how we fuel the machine.
Saturday runs, baby.
I keep the physique. Slurpees and pizza, baby.
And P90X.
No, pizza. I mean, that's why you run. You don't have to worry about what you eat
Well, that's true, but
until you get old.
yeah,
Still got 30.
Still gotta do core workouts.
Yeah.
P90X.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like diet.
Oh no.
No, yeah.
No,
Core is
no,
important. Core is
diet.
important.
No.
No.
Maybe that speaks why we're not where we're at.
That's why we're not running 1456.
Yeah, for real. One too many frozen pizzas a week.
Hey man, something to be said about frozen pizzas, I'm telling you.
Anyways,
this one says, I like running, but it gets scary when the sex
Oh.
offender next door chases me.
I guess we forgot to do the feeling better about myself for the favorite.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's true. Running just, you feel different, you know? You have people that are encouraging you. No matter where you're at in the race, no matter how good you're doing, people are always
Yeah.
cheering you on.
And it's just the self-satisfaction that you get after completing a run that you don't have to share with anybody else. And it's coming from only you. And that kind of happiness that you get, you know no one can take it away from you. Because it's not coming from a relationship or anything else. It's coming from you and what you decide to do every day.
Exactly. You could have like a 1 second PR and you will be stoked. You could have a 1 second PR on a 5K. It's like
Oh,
the
hey,
best
1
day
second's
ever.
a big deal. That's a big deal.
And any amount of PR, you instantly feel better about yourself. I completely get that.
Oh, yeah.
Right there with you.
But yeah, the whole thing about liking running but getting scared when the next sex offender chases you. Yeah, my condolences.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm,
about that. That's not good.
I've
If you do have a sex friend living next door, maybe don't go for runs around there.
I mean, it's kind of hard if they can't. Oh, I don't know if they can drive.
Can't drive, yeah.
So riding the bike out somewhere, and
If he's chasing you.
well, we don't know if it's a she either. It could just be.
Oh, it could be a woman sex offender.
Yeah, you never know. I think a female one lives in the neighborhood across the street from me, and my parents wouldn't let me go on night runs.
I mean, this is public, so as it should be.
Yeah, it is. Remember,
If they're chasing you, maybe call the police. That's what they're there for.
yeah.
To serve you. So.
You know, I don't always support having a phone when you run, but in that instance, I completely support it.
phones during runs. I can't do it, but a lot of people do.
If you're in that situation, I suggest taking a phone out with you, whether it's a flip phone, smartphone, whatever you can take out.
I also doubt this is a legitimate response.
Hey,
in case it is, we're going to give you
we
sound
cannot-
advice. We don't want to discount something like that.
We're not discounting that. That's pretty serious.
If you
it
do
is.
have a sex offender chasing you when you go for your runs,
Take a phone with you.
take some pepper spray.
Oh, that's.
Take a Glock. I mean, do what you gotta do.
I mean, yeah, you could easily hide a. If you're wearing long socks,
Hey, they can't
a
fly
nice
you.
stiletto knife.
Ooh.
Stiletto blades work completely great.
In your
long
sock,
socks.
though, that might hurt.
Oh yeah. Well, if you have a
Just
guard.
run with knives in your hands.
Well,
Just
okay.
carry
Well,
them.
you can have the guard, go underneath your sock.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
because, you see that in movies all the time.
Yeah,
So, it would work. You just gotta
it could work.
do whatever it takes to defend yourself.
That's right. That's right. Just stay alive. And then this one, the last one. Favorite thing is the convos with the boys on the distance run. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
running with the group for upwards of 10 miles or any distance really, it's it's a bond that's created that you'll never replicate.
Oh, for
Anything you do,
sure.
or at least you'll never surpass. If you are able to replicate it, it's a brotherhood and a bond that is just latched, and runners are tight with each other.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think we'd be friends if running wasn't a thing.
Oh, yeah. But we would just be...
We met and like, I always kind of like knew who you were, but we never really started hanging out until later.
Yeah, we didn't do it till like high school. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then we started doing trail runs and stuff like that.
And then trail runs, man, it's all it takes.
Oh, trail runs are great.
You want to make some friends, get a bunch of dogs, and go out on a trail and get the job done.
Yeah, brotherhood, sisterhood of running, boom.
Yeah.
But what's said on runs stays on runs usually. Can't
Very
stress that
true.
enough.
Very true.
Dude, don't take that off for runs. There's a reason why a few questions we couldn't answer.
Yep, some of these
earlier.
questions, well, the reason is because they're from Ben and William, and
But they're running questions. They're what you say on a long run and don't say outside of a long run.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's for the boys and for no one else.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's
Ugh.
the way she goes. Man, what do you think about Notre Dame getting the playoff? You see that today over A&M?
For real.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's fair because Clemson lost to them. They lost to Clemson, but
Just the fact that they got killed by. I thought there was no way
But-
that A&M didn't get in. I guess you look at total body of work.
what
Notre
hurts?
Dame's got 2 ranked wins.
I mean, but what really hurts is, or what hurts A&M is Clemson losing earlier in the season.
Yeah.
If Clemson had pulled out against Notre Dame would be out.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And the other knock on Notre Dame is they barely beat Clemson without Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, there's a lot more to Clemson than Trevor Lawrence.
But he fires up that
But
team.
he's a Heisman Trophy going to be finalist.
Again.
Which I still think Kyle Trask is going to take it. But after last night, though, he didn't play too good.
But
At least not late.
well, I mean, Trevor Lawrence has been up for what? Would be his 3rd year straight being a finalist.
Yes.
So
No, was he a finalist the last 2 years?
he was definitely a candidate. I know that for sure. But he made it to the national championship his freshman sophomore year.
The guy's a stud.
Won it for freshman. Didn't quite pull it out against Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow.
Have you seen that chick that looks just like him, like in Florida or something? It's like his doppelganger.
No.
Oh man, it is. We got pulled up. Let me try to find it.
Oh yeah, pull this up.
This chick is. I mean, she's him.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like the chin
She is Trevor
and
Lawrence.
the headband.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. The guy in the picture next to him. I'm sorry, man. Whoever took that picture did you dirty.
Who is he? Who's the guy in the background?
That photographer did him so dirty right there.
Hey man, sometimes bad pictures happen. You just turn it and all of a sudden, bang!
What are they looking
Look
at?
at that.
But-
I mean, that's.
Yeah, it's.
You should have married her.
That'd be awkward.
I wonder if there's doppelgangers of us just floating around out there in the world.
I've heard a few about me, but
Really?
Granted, I look like a lot of guys around the area.
Well, that Tim Hornsberger thought we were twins. Remember that?
Oh,
Before Campsite F?
was that Tim Hortons or is that Flapjack? Or both?
Oh, that might have been.
It could have been both,
Flapjack.
honestly, for all I know.
No, it definitely was at least Tim Hortons once. Cause
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Tim Hortons.
We were going to Campsite F this summer.
Oh no,
And we
were
walk in and she was like, "So are you guys brothers? Or are you guys twins or just brothers?" And we're like, well, neither.
neither, but
Oh, we should have milked it.
we'll
Said
do
it was
it.
both of our birthdays and got some free desserts.
Oh, we'll try it sometime.
Got sang to.
I mean, we could definitely pass off as brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
we
so.
could do it.
I definitely think so. We gotta do some experience with that. See if we can get us some free dessert somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
We'll walk in with all the boys and be like, "Yeah, we're like 6 tuplets."
Okay, well, Tyler's gonna stand out among the rest.
Yeah, because we're short. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tyler's the only one with like black hair too.
Yeah, Tyler's nothing like any of them.
Tyler just looks different than all of us, but
Tyler.
yeah.
I wonder what Tyler's doing right now. There
Yeah,
you
who
go.
knows?
Man, we gotta go disc golfing again sometime soon.
Oh, for sure.
What other courses do you know of that?
So there's one out in Mason that we can go to. It's really solid. Well, Mason/Holt.
Okay.
Super solid park. They have, I think, like 2 different courses on it.
I was gonna say if it's hole, it's probably pretty nice though.
Oh, they have
wealthy.
Yeah, they have for each hole they have 2 different tee pads and 2 different baskets.
Wow.
Yeah, so they
Wait,
have
how does
long
that
and
work?
short.
Oh. Ooh.
So you can go like short to long, or long to short, or short to short, or long to long.
Long to long.
So it's
Because we're not wussies.
multiple. No, we're not doing long to long.
No, we're doing long to long.
Dude, some of those are over 1,000 feet.
Hey, you saw that laser I fired?
Okay,
that go through the trees.
that went like 200. So that's like 5 of those.
Listen, we'll off the par from 3 to like 14, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
But no, we found a fire extinguisher last time we were disc golfing.
It's in my car still.
And when you get to go up in the bushes and look for your disc that you errantly throw over a fence, it's a good time.
Oh yeah, we found that. Found another disc. And
It said Perry Middle School on it. We should probably
it
give that
is.
back.
We should.
Also, no, we shouldn't, because they didn't care enough to go look for it.
No, we
You know
probably.
who did? Us.
Well, we don't know who to call for it because they're not in session anymore. You know what I mean?
Ooh. That's true.
I mean, it says PMS, so it could mean anything.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
But hey, if anybody from knows who I need to give that back to, let me know.
Yeah, if you go to
I
Perry
have it.
Middle School and you're missing the frisbee, and Mr. Rockfellow's arguing about that,
Yeah, just.
we got you. We did find the fire extinguisher though.
But yeah.
Not sure what it was doing, sitting in the bushes, but it was there.
Oh yeah, it was forever. It was deep in the bushes too. That was in.
I was buried. You're just in there, and I hear, "Dude, I found a fire extinguisher," and I'm like, "No, you didn't. Like, shut up."
Oh, it's
Like,
still in
no,
my
you
car
didn't.
too. I've never
And
taken
sure
it out.
enough.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. I can't take it inside.
I mean, yeah. What can you do with it?
I don't know.
We gotta figure this out.
If you know how to fix fire extinguishers, let us
We
know.
can get it working. We can give it to the guy who gets chased by sex offenders. That can be your weapon.
Oh man, just carrying that out and run.
I'm gonna get rid of that guy real quick.
Oh, will. For sure.
Real quick.
Ugh.
You'll have no more problems. Uh-oh.
Man, you keep knocking that thing off.
Man, I got something about this hat.
And that's why Outback.
He wears his hat. No, get that out of here. Garbage.
Oh man, I should have brought my second one. The one I have in my car. Just like pull one out from underneath.
I give you 2 hats?
Yeah, okay, so my other hat, like, I used it for everything. It's just covered in trash.
Yeah, I'm sure this one smells like food right now. Yeah, kind of smells like Chili's. There's some marks on there.
Yeah. But yeah, eat at Outback, eat at Chili's. In Okemos, specifically.
Don't eat at Outback.
Eat at Outback.
Outback sucks. Listen, if we had your bread, we'd be... Like, if all the restaurants are about right here, and yours Chili's a little bit superior, if we had Outback's bread, boom,
No,
up here.
that's Texas Roadhouse's bread they're talking about.
Oh!
That stuff.
No, you're not lying.
But no, we have really solid steaks at Outback.
You do.
We have
We do
really
have solid
solid
steaks.
steaks. Because some of our grill cooks can work magic with those steaks.
If you're gonna go to Chili's, though, it's gotta be... I mean, it's gotta be a burger or ribs. I mean, that's what the place... Or fajitas, honestly. That's probably our most sold item.
Those quesadillas, though, yeah, you have.
Quesadilla, yeah.
Those quesadillas are so good. That
Fajitas
bacon
and-
ranch.
Fajitas and quesadillas. Yeah, we got a new
So
brisket
good.
quesadilla now, actually, which
Oh, man,
got jalapenos on it.
I might have to go
Yours
out
or
to
not,
Chili's
but
soon.
yeah, let's go to Chili's.
Let's go to Chili's.
Let's get some takeout and go disc golfing in Mason. And drop the
Like
fire
the
extinguisher off
yeah.
in the same day.
Where we're gonna?
No, we were talking about doing like a trip around to every track we ran at before,
Oh yeah, we gotta do that too.
and then getting Chili's.
Yeah, take like a month-long trip.
That'd be a good
basically.
time.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
Be a great time.
Oh, no, I was thinking we just like go, like spend like 10 minutes there, just kind of like visit. I don't know.
That's gonna be like at least.
This week. Let's do it this week.
God, there's no way.
You
Man.
free this week?
Okay, listen.
We gotta film episode 2 at some point.
That's true.
We gotta nail down a guest appearance.
That's also
We'll
true.
figure that out.
Well, yeah.
Got a lot of options.
Yeah, you know,
It's the first one, so literally
Oh.
everyone's an option.
well, it's true. I mean, let us know if you're free for a guest appearance. Hit us up.
We'll start putting
Was-
the asks out.
Set something up.
Get some people on here. People to watch.
Oh, for
They
sure.
won't watch for us. They'll watch for the stud we get on the show.
That's true.
We'll see. We'll get some names. Or we'll get some people that you don't know and we'll introduce you to them. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Get on here and have a party. But yeah, that trip needs to happen for sure. Go visit all the courses. Be nostalgic, man.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, going back to a course that you ran on previously, there's so much emotion that goes into a meet day that it's just like, oh, it all comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't go to there unless you're running, so. Yeah. Even just going to a meet that you're running at and you ran them before, it's just like almost sacred.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
going to regionals, it's like sacred. It's a cool feeling, for sure. Man, I hope they move regionals back to Uncle John's. My Perry guys and
Yeah.
girls still got to run it this year, but not for regionals. Which, by the way, my Perry Ramblers had 3 girls qualify this year for states, which was awesome. It's been a while
Oh,
since
yeah.
we've had, more than a few girls qualify. So,
For sure.
yeah, how you feeling about the future? How's this program?
You know, not bad. We had an underclassman qualify this year for states.
That's right. That's right.
We have a guy coming back as a senior who's looking real solid. So,
Who's that?
uh,
Talking about,
Graham.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Graham Foster looking great this year. He had a tough injury early on in the season, early on in the year technically. Been working through it all season.
Yeah, what was up with, I used to follow you guys' meme page when I still had my personal Instagram, and it was a picture of Graham, and it was just like scratches, and it said, Graham, what did you do? And he says, I got itchy. And that was it. And they just left it.
I don't know if I remember that one. That might
Who ran that page? You know? Was it a joint effort?
I think that might have been Steven Henry.
Ah, okay.
Stephen Henry, really? What a legend.
What
I
a
think it was
legend.
Steven. He had a lot of meme pages. He had one about cheese.
Just
Just
cheese.
Just he posted like a different cheese like
Just
once
cheese.
a week or like every day.
That's a lot of cheese.
He got like a lot of followers too, at over like 500. And he didn't follow anybody. I think it was like over 500.
What?
It was a decent amount. It was
Man,
definitely
hired that
over
boy for a
100.
marketing gig. Wow.
For real.
That's impressive. That's mad impressive.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta get Stephen Henry on here.
Oh yeah.
I'm writing that down. Future guest appearance. That's gotta happen. We gotta get him on here.
Yeah.
Stephen, where you at?
I mean,
We need you, man.
he goes to Case Western, so
We'll get him.
oh, we'll get him.
We'll get
Yeah.
him. It'll be virtual.
At
We'll
least.
we'll get him on the Zoom call. Or the Google Duo or whatever method we go with.
True. Or until we can just randomly hire a chauffeur for people.
Ooh. Hey, you know any chauffeurs?
Yeah, if
Or if you have a driver's license,
if you have a driver's license and you're
we
willing,
could use you.
if you're willing to drive hours without getting paid, let us know.
Days even.
Weeks.
Months.
Yeah, you're never going off the road.
You're gonna die.
Forget
on the road.
forget education.
You're gonna get in the car and drive and then die.
We might give you gas money.
No.
No?
No, we're not sipping.
Oh, it's
We're
fair.
sipping out to our slaves.
They're not. They're not. Oh,
We're not paying them. They're not. They're
well,
interns.
it's a favor.
Unpaid interns.
They're doing us a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're interns for the show.
They're doing us a favor that we blackmail them if they stop doing said favor.
Well,
It's a perfect mutual relationship.
kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Or we just show up at Case Western and just visit Stephen Henry.
We could. I know a few guys down at Case Western. That
Would
we
they let us in?
I don't know.
Definitely not.
No, probably not. No.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We could get in there.
We'll find a way. Case Western, we're coming.
Case Western.
We'll be there.
Let's get the dean of Case Western on the show.
He's like, who are you guys?
He's like, doesn't matter. We'll just talk.
He'll just
What's going on with you?
run up to him with like a
Who are you?
run up to him with a microphone, but it's not a microphone, it's banana. It's like, who are you?
He's like,
The
oh, I
demon.
gotta take this. Pull up your shoe. Hold on 1 second.
Ah.
Nina Case Western won't know him. We'll get him.
Okay.
I'm confident.
Oh, we'll get on the show.
We'll get the
We'll
Dean on
find
the
a way.
show.
We'll find a way.
You won't know why. He'll be very confused the entire time.
Yeah.
But we'll get him.
That'll happen.
You got any plans for Christmas?
Well, hanging out with my girlfriend.
Excellent.
Not on Christmas Day, but around Christmas.
Excellent.
You know, spending time with my dad and my family.
Oh, man. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know lots of people aren't going anywhere. Like, we're gonna visit some family, but not as much as we normally would. But yeah, I'm pumped for Arizona. That's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, Arizona's always
Have a
nice.
New Year's party out there. Never,
Oh,
been,
nice.
never been west of Iowa, so that'd be. Actually, I've been in Texas,
That's pretty solid.
but yeah, New Year's parties this year, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna be electric. 2020 is over.
Oh yeah.
Every New Year's party, maybe COVID potentially just skyrockets because of the New Year's parties.
Or the aliens attack right at midnight.
That's also
Hey,
maybe.
don't underestimate the aliens.
I mean, once you start underestimating the aliens, you're done.
Ah, yeah.
Game over.
Oh, always.
What are your thoughts on aliens? They out there?
Can't say they're not.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't say
They might be out there. They might not be intelligent. They might not be like humans. Like they might look like a baseball and just make weird noises.
For
But
all we know.
life's life, right?
Yeah.
We'll chill with them. I don't know. I think some kind of life probably is out there.
Yeah, there's probably some, at least like maybe microbes or something. You know what I mean? Not the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There could be
too
amoebas.
crazy.
No.
But-
Maybe there's just exact clones of us running around on Mars or something.
Or, you know, George Lucas was actually an alien in Star Wars is real.
Yeah.
Then we're just all
Yeah.
insane. He's like actually millions of years old. That might.
I mean,
Yes.
we gotta have all these possibilities on the table because they all could be true.
But yeah, New Year's is gonna be a
Oh, I can't
big
wait.
holiday.
It's gonna be massive. We're gonna have a party on this show the next week after that.
Yeah.
First show of the year is gonna be electric. It's gonna be a party.
Just gonna have like party hats.
Party hats. We gotta get some like
Party-
confetti guns.
Party hats.
Get some Cool in the Gang playing.
We're gonna have
The
the
radio in here.
what are those the things you blow into the
Oh, like that kazoo type of thing. Like
yeah, the one that like blows out. Yeah.
oh yeah, shoots out like a birthday whistle or something.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna speak the whole show. We're sorry, guys. That's gonna be.
We're gonna have the Chili's and Outback waitresses in here singing Happy Birthday
That's what they're.
because that just is the most hype thing ever. Is
That's-
waitresses singing Happy Birthday.
That's true. That's if we open back up by then. Because right now we don't have any waitresses or
No,
servers.
no,
so-
we don't want them to be back open because then we can get them here instead of being there.
Well, a few of them, the ones I know are like out of state.
Oh,
I think. I don't know.
well, our chauffeurs can go get them.
Oh, that's true. Have fun driving places, I guess. Good job.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you guys got us. We appreciate you. Man, I can't wait though. Hey, 2021 is about to be a good year.
Oh yeah.
It's about to be a good year.
Well, heck, we're ending 2020 strong right here. Starting off a new podcast.
That's right. That is right.
Finish the school year strong and
No more school. No more podcastless life.
yeah.
No more COVID pretty soon here. I'm feeling
Oh yeah,
good.
those
I'm
vaccines
feeling
coming
good.
out.
Hey, Moderna just got theirs pumped out. Pfizer's been
Pfizer's
cooking
out.
right along. I made Michigan, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like Kalamazoo area.
Yep.
So the trucks rolling out of there. Good stuff. I mean, they said the golden age of America was the 50s, right? Post World War II. Hey, maybe post COVID, it'll be golden age part 2.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see. We'll be having a good time. 20s are gonna be a good decade. Just got to a slow start.
Yeah.
Got to a real. Hey.
Hey, you better not jinx this. Knock on wood.
Oh no.
Yeah, you better not jinx
no.
that.
Hey, 2021 is gonna suck.
21.
The announcer's jinx. No, it's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. Outdoor track will be back. Potentially college indoor. Not
Yeah,
for high school
nice.
indoor, but potentially.
Potentially.
Hockey's happening. I don't see how it doesn't happen. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Or we just say screw it and have fans too.
Could do it.
I mean, I don't know. You getting that vaccine today if you have the option? Someone with doctors right over there, ready to pump it into you.
Not yet. I want to see what's in it first, you know.
Same. With the guinea pigs.
Well, my mom just got it, so.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she's a frontline worker, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here we
We'll see
go.
how it goes. She has the list of stuff, so we can read through that.
Oh, like they put all the ingredients and stuff and what they
Yeah.
are. That's good.
Good. Hey.
That's good. Yeah,
Is it-
hopefully we'll get all juiced up and we'll be back to normal in no time.
Yeah.
But again, can always go for
Yeah. Always got
just
running.
the primitive nature of the sport is what makes it so great.
COVID doesn't stop running.
COVID doesn't stop.
Stops meets. Doesn't stop running.
Doesn't stop running. Doesn't stop training. And I mean, now you get all these people that have missed their like if you were a freshman 2 years ago and you're coming into your junior year of track. I mean, freshman and junior in terms of athletic ability and people are growing. And it's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I mean, people are going to be showing up we've never heard of.
We don't even know how this track season's going to look.
It's going to be exciting.
That's going to be great.
I can't wait to start to some meets.
Yeah.
Cheers to my
sure.
boys. And then
For
after track
sure.
season, the Burger Mile. Or whatever we
Or whatever.
decide to.
Or whatever comes up.
Maybe we put a wager, everyone puts in $10 in the pot. Whoever gets the best name gets like $100. $50.
I don't have that kind of money.
No, it's off of the weight, off of everyone's $10.
I mean, that's fair.
Because $50 is enough to.
But
It doesn't take that much away from the overall prize, but it's also enough to motivate people to come up with a good name.
that's true. So, you know,
And we need to come up with a good name because this got to be quite the production.
for sure. So, if you're willing to donate money, you know the rules on how all that money stuff works with being an athlete.
Yeah. If we got any MHSA officials out there, you let us know.
Let us know how this
Let
works.
us know and
'cause,
we will adhere potentially, unless the rules are too strict, and we'll just be like, no.
oh,
No.
I don't want to destroy somebody's career though.
That's true. That's true.
Just if you can't accept it, we'll figure out a prize.
Yeah, we
we'll,
don't have to have money.
we'll put the money into something good for you.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun. If we get a bunch of people out there though.
I mean,
Get like a news crew out there.
oh, that's true.
Local morons eat a bunch of burgers. What a mile.
I can just
Perfect headline.
I can imagine that. Just,
Yeah,
on the
I mean-
local news. Just,
I mean, the French front mile was wild. And imagine that time was like 40. I mean,
that'd be pretty.
that'd be pretty sweet.
Why have to do heats?
Oh no, 100 people in the start line at the same time.
That would be
Because that would just be like Coach Myron used to say, the Darwin. He always wanted to have an event, a track called the Darwin event, where we put everyone from every school on the line, and everyone fought for themselves. And people are just like passing away.
So that means we should have Myron start the race,
Yeah, he'll be there.
but just like instead of like a starter's gun, it's just a real gun.
Just an M4.
He's just blind.
Bang!
He's just blindfolded. He just shoots in a random direction.
We gotta like make him do some somersaults to get disoriented, so he doesn't know like up from down either. He just
Yeah,
potentially not maybe the best,
not
Choice.
not the best idea.
but still a choice nevertheless.
Yes, but I mean, yeah, we could just have a piggy bank that just happens to
Explode.
happens to contain a monetary value.
It'll be one of our artifacts that we find.
We found a piggy bank that had money in it, and it was given to somebody.
Well, it doesn't have to be an air quoted piggy bank. It could be an actual piggy bank.
Well, no, it's gonna be a piggy bank that we found
Yeah.
with money.
That we stole with
Well,
not
well-
money.
Well, yeah.
Someone donate the coolest piggy bank to us, and
Gee.
we'll fill it up.
Yeah, piggy banks.
We gotta get like a massive. We gotta get an actual pig. Taxidermy it.
No, we gotta get one the shape of the food.
That's
That'd be so
ingenious.
sick.
Oh.
That'd be your trophy. You just get Just a
And we
massive
fill up
chili.
the burger or whatever with money, and they get the money plus the. Oh man, that's a good idea.
Or we could prank him and actually put the food inside of it. It's like a taco mile. They just open it up, and just taco meat falls out.
It's a pinata. We should also have other awards too, like biggest puke, like just like sub awards throughout the.
Oh yeah, biggest puke, best costume potentially.
Ooh, ooh, that's a whole other idea.
Yeah.
Troy Barber had the idea of doing the mile with like suits and ties on. So
I'm not wearing a suit though.
Definitely not.
We'd
But
have to buy like
I can wear I have a chicken hat. I can wear that.
I mean, we could buy like cheap suits.
Full costumes. Got to show up in a full costume to enter.
That's fair.
That's the stipulation.
That'd be pretty fun. I'd do it.
It wouldn't not be fun.
100-meter heels.
Huh?
Let's do a 100-meter heels race. Like bring high heels. Let's do it. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to have the strongest ankles out there.
I'd have to train. Just walk around in high heels for a while.
Listen, it's,
Like, it can't be easy. They make it look easy. There's
again,
no way.
I've done a lot of dares where I've had to do it. It's not actually that bad.
Yeah, but sprinting 100 meters.
Well, yeah, you have to.
Would be
You're not
death.
running on your toes.
Death on
'cause
a
you can't.
plate. I don't even.
Yeah, that's.
I would just fall. I would just crawl it. If I just like crawled it, I assume I could beat most of the people that are then falling and dying from wearing high heels and running.
That's fair. Until like one person super prepared for it, and they're on like a 10 flat.
There's that one guy who actually wears high heels just in general,
Yeah.
and he just killed everyone.
Yeah. Or like a chick that can run like a 10 flat.
Oh yeah, if a chick showed up.
Oh, she'll just run like a 10 flat on us.
I thought it was just gonna be for guys since we don't wear high heels, but
No, it could be for everybody.
no,
We need to
she
keep this
could.
open.
She wouldn't even have to be fast. She would just have to be a girl and wear high heels and know how to not fall over.
I mean, it's all
Because
about.
we couldn't take 5 steps, and
Well, it's all about ankles too. Because if you twist your ankle, you can just keep running usually. But like twisting your ankle in high heels, that takes a lot of ankle strength.
yeah, you're done. I don't know.
Yeah.
There'd have to be a lot of money on the line for me to be a part of that. Also, not even that because I'd lose my money and I wouldn't even there's no possible way I could win something like that.
I can do a large pizza. As
Yeah.
the prize.
Eating as the prize.
Yeah, that's your prize.
No,
You
I
get a
would
large
work
pizza.
pretty hard for that.
Large Hungry House
Yeah.
pizza.
We can eat pizza around a mile. High heels though.
I kind of want pizza now, but
Let's get some pizza.
I have to.
I want some
I
pizza.
want some pizza now. Well, guys, you made us hungry for pizza. Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Jeez Louise.
Well,
Hey, but they are driving their guests around.
maybe it's the voodoo dolls.
What do you mean?
The voodoo dolls. They're somehow making our voodoo dolls want pizza.
Ooh.
Maybe they're like waving voodoo dolls.
Did you guys make voodoo dolls of us?
While we're making this show.
Stop it.
Come on, guys.
We really expected more.
No, we didn't.
Nah,
Nah, we're runners. No, we don't expect that much.
The fact that they're watching this right now means they're definitely the kind of people who'd be at home making voodoo dolls of us. Like, oh, look at these 2 guys. I wonder what would happen if. Yeah! That's how she goes.
Really is. Really is.
You look dry. Figured I'd give you a squirt.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
I
Well, just about the 2-hour mark.
think that
It's good for a show.
that's all the topics we need to cover
Good
for
for a
first
show.
you know?
Definitely be doing some results and some coverage once we actually get some meets underway in the
Yeah.
future here. I guess we'll be going virtual about a month or so once we
Yeah.
head back to college. So are you guys thinking about going face to face second semester? Or what's the story on that, do you know?
So they're saying hybrid potentially, but we
Ooh,
have
what would
no
that look
idea.
like?
So some online, some in person.
Okay.
But my only in person is an 8 a.m. So
Would you be living on campus though?
nah, it's only one class
That's
for
true.
me. So
Yeah,
I don't
plus
have-
you live pretty close to me.
yeah, it's not even like even if I lived like an hour away, it's not worth it to just go for one or live
Yeah,
for
for
one
one.
class.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll still get it done though. Still
Oh,
pump it
yeah.
out every Monday. Make sure you tune in on Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. We're gonna pump this out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify too. So if you don't want to look at us for 2 hours. You can listen, pop out some headphones.
Yeah.
Hear us chat about solving all the world's problems.
Yeah.
Something good time. All right. Bang. I think that's a wrap. See y'all next Monday.